I have no idea. Come on, Mike. God damn it, this thing.
Yeah. Always with you, Mike.
All right. The mic.
The mic.
All right. Hello. This sounds weird. Why does it sound so weird? Is this correct?
I think so. We sound good.
Yeah, we do sound. Okay, maybe it's because we do have it lower and we're not used to it.
Yeah.
Cool.
When we are going, it's all good.
And with that said, oh shit, by the way.
Oh shit, by the way.
Mimosa, yeah, exactly, on Instagram. She said we say and then a lot.
And then
like
and then.
No, not the jokingly and then. Like
that's
we
what
say
I thought
and then a lot.
And then that's
yeah, we do. So let's play a little game where we do not say and then.
We already fucked that up. So
Yep.
yeah.
So welcome back to the Stressbook Heroes podcast with me, Elias.
And me, Robert. Hello.
In collaboration with 21 Draw. When you want to up your artistic superpowers. So check them out at 21-draw.com.
Or on Instagram at 21draw.
Exactly.
Draw.
Draw.
Just go draw.
Dwarp.
Did we ever ask them why 21 draw?
I don't know. No, I don't know. Maybe 21 artists, and then it became 100 and something artists instead? Like the first book had like 300 artists?
That actually sounds like something they said.
Or we just made it up?
It sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar because I made it up.
Yeah, you made it. It's a good one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sorry.
Logic.
Logic and brains. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How have you been? How have you been? Jesus Christ.
That's how I've been.
Yeah. Slurring the words like those reviews we just watched.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Just made me religious.
How have I been? I've been good. It's like this week just flew by crazy fast. So I haven't done jack shit, to be honest.
But it was midsummer.
That's true. That's why I don't remember shit.
Yeah.
See? Yeah. So it's been a haze. Yeah, dude, let's talk midsummer. Me and Anna went to my family and celebrated midsummers in Jakan. Good old Jakobsberg. We did the whole fem camp. I don't know what that is.
Five camp.
The five.
It's, I don't know what they're called.
Five battle. What's like camp?
I don't know what that is in English, really. It's basically you have like 5 things, 5 contests or whatever it is, skill-based challenges, and you compete.
So it's like Mortal Kombat, but you try not to kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So we did that, and of course Swedish midsummer. So a whole lot of booze, and then I had to drag Anna home.
Yay!
Yeah. So that was good. What about you? What did you guys do?
We also did fem camp with other stuff, but we had bow shooting, gun shooting, and some other stuff.
Gun shooting? Really?
Yeah, but not with actual bullets, but with the what do you call them?
Rubber bullets?
No, like iron little like pellets. What do you call them? They're like soft air, but with added.
Luftgevär.
Yeah, basically that, but with those like. I don't know what they're called. Fuck it. Yes, we shot guns.
Pellets,
fuck it. Pellets, whatever. Iron bullets, thingies, pellets. I don't know what they're called.
You shot
really.
stuff.
We shot stuff, yeah. And we won.
That's awesome.
My son called our team Daredevil.
Oh, yes. That's my name on Netflix.
Cool. Or not Daredevil, sorry. Deadpool, of course.
Of course.
Daredevil's a pussy.
See, that would be my name if they had the Deadpool icon, like the picture. But yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Deadpool.
So how was it? Because I saw you had like a more professional type of bow. Like
oh yeah, it was a compound bow, but for kids. So it was super weird for me to hold.
Yeah.
For me to be able to draw it and hold my hand straight, I would need to bend my arm, like the one that held the bow. So that was super weird. like it was just like short and
like what's his name? Like the Cupid, you know?
basically
like
that. But I think
small
even
chunk.
Cupid holds it. No, maybe he does hold it. Yeah, with a bent arm.
Because he's always got that super tiny bow, like in all the cartoons and stuff.
True.
Anyways.
Yes, that's what it felt like.
So big family gathering, or
no? We always like we've done this for about 8 years, where we go to some friends and then we just always celebrate with them.
Oh, okay.
Because they have kids, we have kids, so the kids run around and play, and we can relax.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
In your sort of hood, or do you have to?
No, we travel. So
Okay.
since I don't drink, it's not a problem.
Nice.
So I drive, and wifey gets hammered. No.
Fantastic. That's what you do. Midsummers.
Yay!
It's so
Actually, the only one I think that was drunk was maybe the guy. Like one of the hosts.
Oh, okay.
Like he was barbecuing and having beers, and then
Well, yeah.
but he's always like very calm, so it doesn't really matter. But
do you have like the shots and stuff as well, or do you don't have have that one?
No one else drinks like that, so
okay.
we don't have all that stuff.
Because that's where I got wasted.
Oh no,
Yeah.
we don't have that at all. Because
Yeah.
I think he would be drinking them all by himself.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
'Cause
Poor guy.
the wives have the wine and stuff like that, but he does because he had he made his own homebrew, so he had beer, and then he got some other beer from a friend as well that dropped some by,
So he had a lot of beer.
He had a lot of beer, yeah.
Good
Plus
lad.
the bought beer, so
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a lot of beer, but yeah, no one got that hammered.
Nice. No, I had one of those like, you know when you're that hammered and you realize you are that hammered, and you just like have to fake it until you get
Yeah.
sober enough to sort of be normal again. Yeah, I
Mhm.
had that.
When
like,
you've gone
during the-
past the
The worst part of the fem camp as
Mhm.
well. Like
Oh,
we were
shit.
heading out to do not baseball, but like softball, I guess, or
Yeah.
like the Swedish equivalent of
brand
softball.
ball.
brand ball, and it just went horribly wrong, but in a good way. Like, yeah, I did good. My leg still hurts.
Very nice.
All out. Yeah, that's the thing I realized with myself is there's no sort of in between with me. I'm either not in or all in.
Nice.
If it's drinking or drawing or, shitty videos or video games, whatever it is, there's no in between. There's always all in or nothing. So, yeah, that was all in on the booze. But it was good. Good fun. Good to see the family again, actually. Like, because I haven't seen.
you haven't
I haven't
seen
been
them.
with the whole family
How
since.
much of the whole family we talking here?
So we celebrated at my sister's house.
oh,
Sister and husband with 3 kids.
Where do they live now? Like
in
same place?
Jakobsberg, yeah.
Like in the
on,
same, like in that little
yeah.
place they lived before, like where my ex-girlfriend lived.
Do you
know,
remember where Marco lived? His house.
Oh shit! Over
On that
there,
street,
on
yeah.
that side.
Yeah, they've been living there for a couple of years
Okay.
now, like maybe 8 years or so.
Holy shit! So they got a house.
Oh yeah, they have a proper house with a yard and everything.
Mhm.
So that's why we celebrate midsummers at their house, and that's more of the tradition now. Yeah, my sister's family, and then my parents, mom and dad, Anna, and then my sister's friend and her husband and 3 kids as well. So a large gathering.
Holy dicks! yeah.
Yes, holy dicks. Also, Sophia's boyfriend.
What?
That's how
Yeah.
old she is now.
Yeah,
She's got a
Sophia
proper
was in
boyfriend.
the second, 4th episode. I
Somewhere-
don't remember.
yeah,
Somewhere,
somewhere there.
like early.
And introduced us
And she was
like a pro.
12, right?
Something like that. Yeah, she was doing the like work experience thing
Yeah.
through school and working with me the 1 week as a tattoo artist. And she did nothing but draw. And I'm sure she loved it. But yeah, now she's turning 18. She's got
What?
a boyfriend.
What
all
in
that
the
fucking shit.
actual fuck? Yeah,
Yeah.
holy crap.
So yeah,
She's 18?
she's turning 18.
She's turning 18. How?
Mhm.
When? What?
When is in August, I think.
Damn.
No, October.
There you go.
She's October kid too.
Sweet.
Yes, it's. I'm getting stressed by how fast these kids are going, and I don't even have kids. So, yeah,
Dude, my daughter is
Stressed.
turning 10 this year.
that's insane. That's
Yeah,
fucking insane.
That is fucking insane. Holy dicks.
Like it feels like yesterday I was with you when you met your wife. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 13 years
Holy shit!
since that fateful night.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
When we left you to your demise.
Jeebus. Yeah. So, with that said, right?
Yeah. With that said,
Diving into things.
let's do it. Let's do intro song and then we talk other stuff.
Sounds that make sense to this. Aye. Stereotypes. I don't know. I couldn't come up with it.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons. Even with beards and tattoos, you know they haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting fed away these lies. Sketchbook heroes, imagination burning. Sketchbook heroes, sketchbook heroes, pick up the sketchbook heroes. They don't seem to have any lies.
Yeah, ding.
Just cause.
No, every time we say something inappropriate, we're like, ding.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like
We need
that.
something like that. Max.
Max, we need a gong.
Anyway.
But then I'm just going to do Chinese voices, and then we're going to be racist, and it's just going to go wrong. So let's not have a gong. Let's not have anything that has anything to do with any culture.
No, we should just have like this blank space.
It's just like, just crickets.
Empty.
They
Yeah.
don't get offended easily.
Oh, we'll probably offend crickets too. Yeah. And we're back.
And we're back.
Hey. So yeah. All right. Before we dive into today's
Oh,
topic,
shit, yeah.
let's do a little recap of the comp giveaway.
Yeah.
Comp away.
Cunt.
Oh,
It's
cunt away.
away. It's just like, damn it. Yeah, I was trying to
Yeah.
get those words to work.
Anyways, competition
Competition, contest, thingy.
giveaway thingy. Yes.
Yeah.
I always say competition instead of contest. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. Which one is the correct vernacular
Who
here?
cares? That's the
doesn't
one.
Nice.
This is not the podcast where we give a shit.
That is true.
So, with
yeah.
that said,
Do
join the thing.
Do we have any updates regarding
prizes?
prices and stuff like that? Any news?
Or I might. I don't know if they will have time to arrive for us to announce them as part of the contest.
Okay,
But if we can get them, I'll throw them in
nice.
as a bonus. Yeah. So do join the contest. All you have to do is basically screenshot the Batman slapping Robin meme, and if you don't know how to like add words to it, just put it in your Instagram story, add text, and then there's like a little arrow pointing down at the top. Download it or screenshot it again, and presto, you have your submission, and then
There
you
you
do
go.
all the other things that we wrote. But
Yes.
but it's basically that is the hardest part,
Yes.
just doing that, and coming up with something that is podcast related.
Yeah.
I've
I think
seen
that's the biggest issue right
Yeah.
now. I think we're getting a lot of fun submissions, but also a lot of submissions where I feel, and this might not be real or not, but it feels like they're just from random people that have no idea what the
What this-
Sketchbook Heroes is all about.
You're not
So-
getting prizes.
No, I'm super sorry. If you just started listening now and you're waiting to be like called out as the winner, sorry, no dice, no dice,
Yes.
son.
It needs to make sense to most of us. The thing is, we've said a lot of things that you could use as reference, but if they're not, funny or not, like if we don't get them,
Exactly.
like we need to get them.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, seriously, if you just listen to maybe 2 or 3 episodes,
Yeah.
you'll already have way more information than you need.
Yeah.
Like
That is definitely a thing.
we're an instant repeat, and we just if we have a good saying or a good quote or something,
I already
we're
have one.
never gonna let it go. Like seriously, we're gonna repeat that fucker until the end of our time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Especially in the early episodes where we were like, up
Go
up
frozen on the
skadoosh
bitch.
and go frozen
Yeah.
on the
Oh, yeah,
bitch
all
and
of
all
those
that
things.
stuff. There's so many of those.
Oh, what happened to the honey badger? Honey badger.
Badger.
Oh,
Honey badger.
honey
Isn't
badger.
that new though?
Yeah,
that's like the comeback.
I brought
yeah.
that back. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my new thing.
Honey badger.
Go honey badger.
So do join the contest. It's always fun to see your submissions.
So
but
if you're hearing this, you need to actively go in and check the Sketchbook Heroes Instagram.
see.
Just
Or tell your friends that listen, that listen.
and
tell them
and their
about it.
friends,
Yeah,
of course.
because we really care about our little family of people.
Yeah, we do. Like we've been doing this for a very long time now, and it would be such a shame if it just
Yeah.
got lost, sort of.
Yeah.
Or that's what it would feel like just throwing it away.
Yeah.
So
So we really want like people that are investing their time, like listening to our bullshit. We want you to win.
yes,
Yes,
all y'all.
all y'all.
All y'all. All right. So with that said, we've talked enough about the fucking.
Yeah, Robert.
Contest.
Do your magic there and make that like snappy.
It's gonna be super snappy.
Snappy.
So snappy.
Join the contest. Goodbye. And with that said,
We are diving into the topic.
without saying the word that we say a lot, apparently.
What's that?
I don't know. Ask Mimosa.
And then
And-
no. All right. So today's topic is we're going a little bit more personal, I guess. Kind of.
yeah.
We are going to be talking about stress.
Yes. Call me Snake. Snake.
Can't do the tongue.
Please, if you know the reference,
Yeah,
write to us.
yes.
It's always fun. Yes.
Yes. So, stress. I mean, stress hits us in
Every time
so
you say stress, I just hear. Yeah.
let's just say stress. All right.
Yeah.
So stress hits us in many different ways, and can really, really suck big ass balls, or be to a great advantage. And this is where it's like it's a fine line sometimes, where it's helpful and it just drags you down into the deep abyss of art blocks, pretty much. So, I mean, you are in a gaming industry. It's pretty
Yes.
fast moving, I would imagine. You pump out like one of these games every half year or year.
Yeah. And this one is a little shorter production-wise.
How
And-
or how like
Like, it's just a few months less.
was
know,
it
like,
because
like-
they wanted to release it earlier?
No,
or
I
what?
think we just, like, with summer break and everything.
I just want to get it done.
No, the thing is, we started, like, it started late. And then you have vacation taking a chunk out of production.
Oh, okay.
So you lose some time.
All right. But so talk a little about the stress of being, because you're two artists working on this, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah.
And we have support from a third one doing some effects now.
Oh, okay, so you can actually get people in to
Yeah, you
help
can
you guys.
always like it's basically our art director that's done this stuff for years.
Yeah.
Jumps in and does some of the effects,
Okay.
which is awesome.
great. But so this game is sort of your little baby, I guess, or like your
Yes.
creation, or how would you
Yeah,
say?
it's based off of
Ideation?
my concept. Yeah, it's based off of my concepts basically.
So we'll talk about the stress of presenting your game and the added pressure of then creating for that said game.
Well, the thing is, it starts off basically you're just like pitching ideas. Like
Yeah.
you get a game brief. It says like this game is aimed towards people that love this type of like play type. Like they play very aggressively, or like, and then it's like a high paced game, or it's a lot of action, like a lot of things happening. And like I work in the casino industry, so you can all just think what that means.
Yeah, because that was going to be like a follow-up
Yeah,
question. Like, but what does that mean? What's a fast-paced casino game?
It just means that a lot of things are happening when they're happening. And
So you need to be awake to...
No,
like-
that's the thing. You don't, but the feeling is that.
Oh, okay. So it's just
yeah. So there are games that you can just play and they're very relaxing and very chill.
because that's what I would
And-
like. You know, I
yeah,
wouldn't
but
want a
it's-
game where there's
yeah.
like explosions happening in my face and like
there
every
are
time I
people
click.
that
It's
like
that
yeah.
sounds weird.
Yeah, but they're
don't
like
gamble,
I
so-
said, yeah,
yeah.
neither do I. So I don't have a preference in this type of
We should
game.
ask your brother.
Yes,
Oh.
let's get him
Sorry,
in
no,
here.
I'll cut that out. That was
no,
mean.
I don't really care. I don't really care.
But yeah, so not talking about the different people, crazy people
No,
that
no,
need
no.
action games. But all right, so
But
there's-
you just you basically you get a brief that has like specifications like the game works like this, it has this amount of reels, blah blah blah. You know, you take those and then you try to like make a theme for them. And I think I made about 5 or 7.
oh,
And
you
I
made
presen-
that many?
Yeah, I fucking slew them out. But it was just to try stuff out. Like, oh, I want to go like future China or like this or like.
Do you
know.
guys get like you have to present a minimum of?
No.
No?
We're 2 artists pitching, so we could just pitch one each,
Okay.
like I did on the first time.
Oh
But
yeah.
now I felt a bit more comfortable. Like, okay, they don't need like a finished game.
And you've been through the process.
Yeah, once at
Yeah.
least. So I just like I tried so many different ideas, where I dove into like Chinese mythology and then just tried to find things I could work with. And the last one, the one that is the game, I just wanted to draw something specific. And I just did that, and I was like, and there's this frog, and he does this, whatever. And I didn't think they were gonna choose the frog, to be honest.
But they chose the frog.
They chose the frog. They were like, yeah,
God damn
I
you,
really
Kermit.
like that. Yeah, so we actually called Kermit's Lair right, like when we started it.
So it's like the blue harvest of
No,
casino games.
dude, we had like Kermit pasted in like in the beginning,
Oh, no
just as
way.
a fun placeholder until we could replace it with
Oh,
real
that's
stuff.
awesome.
Yeah. But they loved the frog, like the initial, and that same sketch is like refined, but it's basically the same frog.
So how? Because that was, I'm assuming that was the idea that you were like, oh, they're never gonna choose this.
Yeah,
anyways.
exactly.
So how stressed, if we're gonna continue that, were you when they actually chose that idea?
It was I did work on it, and I kind of like personally I liked the environment and thing, but it looked more like a swamp than what it does today.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, like I didn't feel stressed for the idea. It's basically when we started fleshing out what we had to do for the game, and I was like, I have no idea how to do that. I don't know I don't know how to animate this stuff
Mm.
or how to get them in the game and all that stuff. Like it was like.
But I mean, the little things that I've seen you do look really, really, really awesome now. Like, it feels like you know what you're doing. But I mean, how stressed are you today when you do animation stuff?
It depends on the animation. There
Yeah.
are some super simple ones. Like, okay, so I'm working with Spine and After Effects, 2 like pieces of software that I know nothing about. One looks a little like Photoshop,
Mhm.
but is not Photoshop at all. And the other one, I've never worked with anything that looks like Spine. You know, but you understand interface and you sort of make it work anyway.
Yeah.
There's like layers or like a tree of stuff where you can put things in a hierarchy, so you get those things somewhat.
I mean, it's all sort of based off of the same.
but then nothing
mold.
works when you try to use your logic to
Of
make
course.
it, And I've had a lot of those problems, so I'm very much learning as I do, and all these things have deadlines.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, this week I'm gonna focus. I have 4 days or 2 days to do this thing, whether it be an animation or finish the graphics for this. But then you also have to know sort of like, what is this gonna look like? Like I have sketches of what I've done, but
Yep.
past a certain point, they just like it doesn't really fit, and then you have to start like trying to like do the tweaks you need to make it work with the whole design thing.
Yeah.
But I think like software wise is what stresses me out. The drawing basically solves itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just need a little fire up your butt, and you kind of solve it.
Yeah, because with drawing stuff, you know roughly how long it's gonna take, and you can plan for it in a different way.
Yeah.
Whereas well, if I sat down with one of those animation programs today, I'd be totally lost. It'd take me a week to understand how to even
Use it.
get something moving, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't hack it.
Like, and for example, to give you an example of what stressed me out, for example, I was making this animation, took me basically the whole day, and then I couldn't export it.
Of course.
And I still can't explain how or why. But I found a better way of working so that I knew that the outcome would be I can export this. And I need transparency in the background when I make animations so that I can just take the animation things and put them in Spine.
Yeah.
And another problem that you have when working with Spine is supposed to like minimize the amount of, frames that you use. So you squash and stretch and pull the opacity up and down, and you do like tricks like that. You can do a lot more advanced stuff.
Sort of
just to give
cheating in animation a bit.
Exactly. So you
But
don't
in a
have to
good
do
way.
like 400 frames to make a guy smile.
Oh yeah, smart.
But the problem is that when you use After Effects to create some of these, let's say you have like a light that goes around a square.
Yeah.
Like imagine a square frame, and you want like a light to go around it seamlessly. That's like 100 frames.
What?
Oh
yeah,
because
just
the light is going to
it's gonna
travel,
travel.
like
Yeah.
frame by frame,
Of course.
and that doesn't work. Like that's a lot of fucking frames for nothing.
Yeah.
And so you have to find like ways of cheating these things. So for example, I wanted a coin like sweep, like a light to go around my coin.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of making, a frame by frame animation, I made like a line basically. Imagine like the radioactive symbol. Remove the thing in the middle.
Yeah.
And one of those legs or one of those little things.
Yeah.
And you only have the two on the side, and then you have that rotate,
Yeah.
and then fade in and out.
Oh yeah.
So you get that whole like coin sweep,
Oh yeah.
but it disappears. So you're cheating. Again, you're using one image, and the one that I showed you, the animation of the sort of like that pulsing, ray light thing that I created. That one also is one image. Like
really?
it was I think it was 85 images in After Effects, and then I was like, but if I take the last one, or no, 55 images, sorry, because I took away part of the animation and cut it down, but 55 images that I would need to put in a sequence, and also they're gonna take like space in a game, so now I did it with one image instead of 55, and it's basically just the one image, like the rays at their strongest. And then you just like put them in, you add, like the blend mode.
Yeah.
And you just like go from nothing, and then you raise the opacity with
fade
the
in the
animation.
image.
Yes, so it fades in. And then once it hits, max, you fade out like slowly as well. And that gives it like, and then you get that punch.
Nice.
And it's just one image fading in and out basically, but it feels like a boom.
Well, you make it sound super easy.
And
but
it is.
I'm assuming the process to get to
that point,
point.
I couldn't because I was
yeah.
like, okay, I want it to look like this awesome, and then I was like, oh my god, too many images. Like I don't want to put this many images in, and then I finally made like all that experimentation led me to make that one image animation.
But that's why I love working in the creative industry the way we do. Because you can't do this type of thing really in different jobs, I think. Well, you probably can, but
you can't, but it's not the same.
It's because the satisfaction of finally figuring it out, like this thing, and now you have that in your bank or like library, and you can just
you can always do that. Yeah.
Think of how easily you can do so many cool things now because you know how to do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just really cool. Not that I can do it, but like I feel proud of you.
But again, also learning on the job the way that I am doing it, since I am the lead artist on this because it's my game, my concept, and also I'm hired as a senior artist, so they were like, okay, well, we're gonna give you a title, and then you can do your, lead artist bullshit or like senior artist shit. And yeah, and anyone who knows me knows how much I love titles, and yeah. But it's not really like they do trust me. I do know some shit, but it's still like a lot of these software issues are eating up a lot of my time, and that's stressing me the fuck out. And it is just like it just keeps piling on you.
Yeah.
And that's why I try not to, like right now, to mitigate and just like try to have less stress for the next day. I try to not leave anything for the day after.
Yeah.
Because
don't let it pile.
Yeah, don't let it pile up. Because I think that's a discipline you need. And I've spent like days now, like just at night, just playing around with After Effects, just to learn things.
Yeah.
And like, oh
Get
shit,
familiar.
this is how this works. Or like, oh, this is why that doesn't do what I want it to do. So I'm trying to solve, like, because the thing is, it's my job, but it's also like something that I enjoy doing. So sitting at night for a couple of weeks now and just learning things doesn't feel like I'm like working overtime.
Okay.
But it's going to help me in the future. I'm sort of investing time learning things I didn't know
to save time.
Later.
Yeah.
So I can pull back on the stress. If I work hard now, and just because, like when someone does Photoshop for a while and then draws traditionally for a couple of months and then goes back to Photoshop, it's beginning from scratch, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like I'm going to invest like while I'm doing like spine and After Effects, I'm just going to do that a lot. Like try to grab, all the things.
Yeah.
And then try to like get us comfortable with it, because Photoshop nowadays you don't forget. You just go in and you just do Photoshop.
Well, you don't. I probably don't even remember how to open the fucking program anymore. God, I can't remember when I was in Photoshop the last time.
Yeah.
Procreate, man.
Ruined my life. Ruins everything. Yeah.
Yeah, fuckers.
Yeah. But I've been super stressed with the game but now, like today, I think like specifically today, we were just like, everything we need to be in the game is in the game.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we just need to like, there's like 3 things missing, and they're not big things.
Fantastic. When's the official deadline for you then? Like, when does it all need to be done?
Like August 3rd or 6th, maybe?
Okay,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like, that's when we need to be able to send it to like the people that make sure that we follow the rules.
Oh, okay.
So that we don't lie in our math, and how we present things.
Yeah.
So it needs to go through that. And once we get that, we can still go in and tweak things. Like I can like take my symbols and make them, like shinier, or, like I can change some small things that like I can't change gameplay, I think, because then we have to send it back.
Yeah.
Like if we decided to remove an element in the game that changes how the game works, then we need to send it back. But
improve on the pieces that are
that's
already
just
there.
fine. You can just fucking like push or pull, effects however you want. So I'm super happy that I can go back now and fix all the things that I hate.
That's dope.
Or just things that, like when you make them, you're like, oh, this is done. And then you look at it, like a couple of months down the road, and you're like, this is shit. Yeah. And I've already done that with some effects, plus some things I wasn't asked to change right now. But I did that last week as well. And it's so nice not to be stressed about that anymore. Because I have been stressing a lot. And I think anyone like working in this industry, if you can sit at home and learn in your own pace, trust me, it's worth it. It's so worth it.
But that's the thing. Like, I can imagine myself going like, fuck that. Like, they're not paying me for this. Like, no, I'll do that tomorrow,
Yeah.
Because you're comfortable and you're lazy. And it's nice to just be at home and not do anything. Like, I'm saying this because this is what I do every day. When I should be probably something.
Yeah.
So.
But it's easier for me. Like having, I have actual tasks that I need to do.
Yeah.
And then I know that I can focus. Like, you know, when you sit at home and you're like, oh, I need to learn anatomy. I need to learn how to draw vehicles and environments and this thing and that thing.
It's just too many
things.
Yeah.
I don't have too many things. I have the thing I need to know.
That's nice. So you have like a checklist almost.
A checklist of stress
yeah.
that needs to be unstressed.
Unstressed.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Basically. And like I said, I'm working hard now with learning so that I can relax. Because as soon as you know it, like, as soon as I learned Illustrator, like when I worked back at King, I was so stressed. Everyone was like, oh, I'm done. And I'm like, how are they so fast?
Mm-hmm.
And just knowing a few more things about the software you're working in can really improve your workflow. And once you have that, there's no slow about it. You know, you just like, oh, I'll just change all these things at one go instead of like manually going in and tweaking things.
Yeah. That would be me.
Yeah, and that's the best thing about all the software. You can like, I didn't know you could copy attributes in After Effects like you do in Photoshop. Just like, I'll take this layer style and put it on this thing. You can do that with that as well. Like on such a more detailed level.
Yeah.
Like I can, like for example, let's say you create a glowing ball.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can take like a path that you've created. Let's say 4 dots is a path. Like between them, there's a path, you know.
Yeah.
You can take that path and add it to the light's position, and then the light will go around that path. What? I could just copy paste that, and I've been, you know, like
manually doing everything.
manually, like doing things in that way where I just didn't understand, and I'm probably still stupid. Like if anyone hears this and they're like, yeah, but you could also just, you know, whatever.
It's always easier that way, you know, when you look at somebody else doing all the mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it is just, it's worth the investment, you know, like learning, because I think it's going to help me later on so I can do like cool shit.
But so going back to the stress factor, and maybe taking it out of the work environment a bit, do you, how are you when you're stressed at work, when you come home and like in your day to day?
I don't come home because I'm already there now.
Yeah.
So I tend to work longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I just like.
Is that more to distance yourself a bit from the family and relax more, or is it
no,
because
it's
you just want to get it
because I don't
done?
want it to pile up.
Yeah.
So if I can use the weekdays to like work, then I can actually take a break on the weekend and feel relaxed for real. Because then I can actually sleep at night, you know.
Smart move.
I've
heard it's good.
Yeah.
Still haven't tried it.
And it's basically, it's been on and off, like during this whole project. And then COVID happened, you know, because we started off at the office. And then suddenly I had to work from home, and I am not very good at working from home like I am right now. Like, it's just no.
Well, now you've learned how to do that as well.
Yes. So now that problem is gone. But yeah, it's still tricky. Like, there are so much more negative impressions working from home when it comes to like your family's your family, you know, like, and my kids have been great in not bothering me. But if they're like having an argument downstairs where my daughter is being, you know, a teen, or not teenager, but a kid,
Tween.
you know, like, and my son is mad about a toy, you know, it's hard not to get affected by their emotions. So that also adds to the thing, because when you have kids, they have a lot of trivial bullshit that means a lot to them, but it's basically a fart in the air to you, you know. And you're like, why can't you just, you know? And they don't see it.
Tantrum.
Yeah, and so it's like all that impacts me. Like if someone's having a shitty day at work, I don't get affected because I don't give a shit about that person probably. No, but I mean, like, I'm not invested in that person's life.
No.
You know, like, unless that anger is aimed towards me or like one of my friends. But it's just like you can distance yourself from other people that you don't live with, I guess. So there is a different type of stress at home. And then also we live in a house and you fix shit and you build shit and you do stuff. So sometimes like the weekends are more laborsome than work.
Yeah.
and I'm exhausted, and it's already Monday, and I feel like I didn't even get to drink this cup of coffee, you know, like
Yeah.
I feel like Dante in I'm not even supposed to be here today. Like it's
But,
just
yeah, so every day at the Quickie Mart.
yeah, every day at the fucking Quickie Mart.
Dude.
But it is like, and then we have the podcast. I need to find like when we started this whole COVID work from home thing, I couldn't even get myself to walk outside of my house to the gym that's 10 meters away to work out because I was so stressed, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to now I'm making time as soon as I'm trying to make small adjustments so that the transition of or like the way that I work now, you know, works. Like so you get some new habits and stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't even go outside and just have a cup of coffee and enjoy it. Look, and I just I went from the computer to the coffee and then just heated it in the microwave and then just went back to work.
Yeah.
So I've gotten better. I wouldn't say I'm good, but it is just
But you've learned how to take time, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot more. And I don't eat in front of the computer. Like I try to just unless it's like Friday and I just don't want to go away, I'll just do the work until 1, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. And then I'll just take an early Friday. Just cut it down there. But it is tricky, and it's all the things that we're doing. And also with the summer coming up, I need to do my, my yearly thing with my company.
Oh, yeah.
I need to
All
send
of that shit, too.
Yeah, and then, there are emails that need to be replied that are not work-related. Maybe they're podcast-related. There's a contest maybe for 100th episode that needs planning and photos. And so it's like all these things on their own, not that hard.
But
But
put them all together.
yeah, and you have a
Shit sandwich.
yeah.
That's how we roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm not feeling the stress of the podcast, obviously, because all I have to do is sort of edit it.
Thank God it's you.
Yes. And that in itself, yes, it is stressful
It
at
is
times.
stressful,
But
yeah.
now I put aside my Sundays for the podcast pretty much. That's my one thing to do. And then once that's done, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
So either I take a day and then I edit it at night, or do the opposite, which either way works for me. It's fine. So that's no stress now that I've finally gotten into it. In the beginning, I didn't have a set day for it, so I was trying to fit it in.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, my Sundays was always holy because that's the only day of the week that I don't work.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, no, I can't do it on Sundays. Like, I really just want to have one day where I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But, realize that we don't have that luxury. So, once you hit fuck it, it's not that bad
But I
anymore.
think you need that time to acclimate to the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
It does take
it
a
takes
lot
some
of time. And if
yeah.
you're doing multiple things,
Yeah.
you're not in it.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be, it's not going to sound right. It's
Yeah.
not going to be good. Not that it's ever good, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so I don't feel any stress about that. And of course, there's a lot of stress with every day really at work for me, seeing as most of the time I don't know which client I'm tattooing, or I know which client it is, but maybe I haven't met the person. So I don't
yeah.
there's a lot of stress that comes with that. Then normally all of that is gone as soon as I meet the person and realized, well, they're cool too. But up until that point, I am shitting bricks. I feel queasy. I can't eat. I'm super nervous. I've stayed up the whole night probably drawing the design for this person, and I'm still not happy with it because I'm never happy with anything.
Yeah, of course.
All of that shit just mind ghosts the fuck out of my head. Then, boop, that's all gone. They, most of the time at least, love the design, and then it's just, work. And I sit down and I do the work and then go home, and then it's that whole process over again.
Yay.
One more time.
One more time.
And that's 6 days a week.
But what motivates you to keep doing it?
It's that, satisfaction of finishing the tattoo, and really the face of the client when they see it, when it's done, that is the best. It's impossible to describe, really. It's surreal. because
Awesome.
you know, I've come to this strange period of my career where I get to do a lot of my own designs, and people really want sort of my twist on a different design and stuff, which is crazy. So it's like it just fucks with my head in a very, very strange way, where it's like, well, why do you want my work attached to your skin? Like, I don't understand that. Like, because look here on Instagram, I can show you people that are really good.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck are you coming to me? Like, I'm too humble, I guess, or
Yeah, that sounds super humble.
you know, it's
I get what
I
you're
can't take a compliment
Yeah.
to save my life. Like, as soon as somebody says I'm good at something, or that I get like just start cringing all over the fucking place and hate it. So that in itself is also an added stress. And you have that almost like, and we can sort of segue into the Instagram thing from here, but that added pressure you had where, you know, when we were so into Instagram and needing to deliver every day because like you didn't want to disappoint any of your followers. In the same way, I feel like I don't want to disappoint the client because they're expecting me to deliver this.
Yeah.
And you always see yourself sort of sitting on a pedestal through their eyes in a way, because they make you sound so much better than you
are,
know
yeah.
you are. But in reality, it's just this person loves your stuff. Just do your stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not more difficult than that. But again, like 5 years in and I'm still there. Like, I'm still stressing out doing that same mind fucking thing. Like, I gotta get better. I've got to, like, they're expecting this. And like, you put it up to, let's say, comparing my poster art with Drew Struzan, you know, like putting myself on his level, but in the tattoo world. I'm like, oh, the fuck, I can't do this. But, you know, it always works out in some crazy way. I'm still working and people are still booking times. So yeah, I must be doing something right. I think I can talk well. That's the thing. Not now, obviously, not in the podcast.
Not in the podcast, but outside.
But yeah.
Face to face.
But yeah, so I don't know. I can't really say more about the stress than that. It is a very, very stressful job. Like, I tend to glorify this job to like.
But is everyone stressing like that? Like, for example, your colleague, Johan.
No, well.
He's been doing it for,
what is it? I think 18 years or so. Yeah. Probably, let's say 14 years. I'm not over exaggerating. He's always the guy that draws the design sort of the morning of the tattoo. And he's so used to it. And like, he works fast. He works super fast as a tattoo artist. So like, for him, the tattoo in itself is nothing. Like, let's say I want to book in a tattoo that is palm-sized. I would take probably 3 hours for that to be finished. He could finish that in like half an hour, an hour.
What?
And that's no joke. It's so fucking crazy. And I've tried speeding up my work because that's also an added stress factor, obviously. Like, you don't want to take too long. And then when you're sitting next to Johan, which is fucking the Flash, he, you know, it just adds even more stress because your client is sitting there and they see his client come in while we've already started, and they do like not a similar size, but roughly, I guess. And, you know, it gets finished before we're finished. And you're like, I'm sorry. I can't work that fast. But he can't do the shitty lines that I do. So.
Booyah, I think.
Yeah, something. But yeah, again, stress, and stress.
Yeah. No, I feel you there. The speeding up your workflow, it's super stressful. Like,
I'm still working on it. Like, but just very, very, like, with small increments every time. Not to, because I don't want it to affect my tattoos, obviously.
No, you don't want the quality of your work to change. You just want it to be faster.
I want the quality to get better. And then hopefully during time, I will get faster.
Yeah.
So the priority is definitely, I want to put more detail in and get I want to do cooler stuff. That's what
Yeah.
I want to do. I don't know. I want to make my stuff stand out more, if that makes sense.
I guess you want it to be sort of like
More
like
polished, more
more you know, like,
Exactly.
so it is like when people are like, oh, have you seen Robert's tattoos? You know, because they're like a specific thing.
exactly.
Like,
yeah,
because usually they don't have to be the most advanced or the most rendered or the most, no, it just needs to be the style that people prefer.
exactly.
Like, I think, what's the lady's name? This, like, tattoo lady, like, Fru Duva. or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, her work isn't the best drawn work. It's just a specific style that appeals to a lot of people, you know, like.
And there's a lot of people working in that style
In that
too.
style
so
too, yeah.
it's not really difficult to get that type of tattoo. But I think she has a waiting list for at least half a year,
Yeah.
maybe even a year, a full year, because she's so popular.
Yeah.
Her and her husband, Jakob, both
Mhm.
are extremely talented. They're like the most booked out
Yeah.
tattoo artists in
And I've seen
Stockholm.
people do her style, but there's just something missing
Right?
to it that she does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
No,
how many
it's-
people don't do like portraits, you know?
Exactly.
And then there's the people that do portraits.
That's it.
Damn. Like, I think Carlos Torres or whatever his name is, he does like these awesome ones, and he has a specific style to the
Mm.
way that he does his portraits. You see, they're all not the same, but they're just stylism, like he stylizes them in a way
Yeah.
that makes them feel part of a series, basically.
Yeah, and that's, I think, I hope that's what I do as well with
Mhm.
my portraits, because that's, again, another stress factor is me always comparing myself to these better
Yeah, these
artists,
better.
especially when we're talking portraits or
Mm-hmm.
realism, because that's something that I still want to practice more, and I'm not
Yeah.
100% there. But then Anna just said the other day, like, well, you know, it's a Robert style portrait. Like, you should take pride in that it looks that
Yeah.
way. Like, it shouldn't, like, of course, it should be the person. It should be.
It should be that.
You should
but
definitely see who it's trying to, or who I'm
Likeness,
trying
yeah.
to emulate.
Yeah.
But it should always be with a little bit of twist of Rob in it.
Yeah.
You know, and as soon as she said that, that pressure sort of let go.
Yeah.
So
But
that was really.
I see that though,
nice.
like with the one that you did of the Django guy.
Oh yeah, Dr.
Uh,
Schultz.
Yes, and also Samuel L. Jackson on the side there.
Yeah, well,
like
he
you
needs more
d-
work though.
Yeah, but you do see that they're like the portraits that you draw with Copics. You see that thing.
It's
you know.
it's the same. It's the
Yeah.
same hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
You do see that.
But that's cool, and that's
And I think you
Yeah,
just need to
I-
do more of those.
and
yeah.
I should be proud of those and not feel
Mhm.
shitty about them. But again, stress and comparing and
But also
Instagram.
I understand this stress though, because this stress stays on their arm
Mhm.
forever. And
Oh, yeah.
that's the thing with faces. Like, you fuck them up.
they
You
are
fuck
fucked.
'em up. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're so fucked. Like, oh, he was in shadow all this time. Like,
Yeah.
to save it.
exactly. Yeah. Yes. And he's wearing a ski mask.
Yeah, and now suddenly he needs a bigger hat. Because this cast shadow needs to cover more.
But so moving on from work related stress,
Mhm.
and obviously, like, I don't stress at home anymore, but just to cover my home situation, it is, again, I do that working night thing just to avoid the stress.
Mhm.
Because if I work as soon as I come home, while like trying to prepare dinner, or if Anna's preparing dinner, there's the
Yeah.
stress of, well, I have to eat soon, so I need to stop, and then I have to start again, and you know that takes you out of it, and la 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 la
And
la.
then to get back into it,
Exactly.
it's so much
So for
trickier,
me, it's just the best thing that I can do right now.
Yeah.
You know, take a break during the later afternoon part of the day, and then go back into it when wifey's gone to bed.
Mhm.
That way, there's no stress, no distractions, just me, the iPad, and whatever's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, easy. So, fuck sleep. Who needs it? Let's just work.
I actually have one more thing when you said sleep that I thought about. The more I sleep, the less I stress.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, no. holy crap! Like, just was it the not the previous week? Was it the episode before or after Artem? Like, I hadn't slept and I felt like shit.
I think
And
it was the
it's-
one before.
Yeah, and it reflects on the podcast.
No,
as
the
well.
one after, because before was Matt.
But the pen end. No, like even earlier at some point, like
Doesn't
one
matter.
episode, yeah, because I kind of liked the previous episode.
Nice.
But yeah, well, one of those before Matt. Like, I was so tired, and I kept slurring the words.
Oh yeah.
And but you know, like when you're so tired that your brain just doesn't want to play along.
I see a little thread here.
Yeah.
Because I think one of the lines that I say most of the time right now is like, my brain isn't working, or my
Mhm.
brain
Yeah.
something. That's probably the reason why.
I think so. I think
Because
so.
I sleep like between 4 and 6 hours every day.
Yeah.
You know, it's not enough.
Same.
So it just makes my brain.
And sometimes less. Like the
Mush.
day I was making the contest, I was up to like
Yeah.
3. Anyway, but it was just that it stress, like everything else gets like the stress levels just rise. You're
Mm.
more sensitive to stressing, being annoyed, caring about pointless shit. You know, like reacting to them. at least.
Yeah. And all of those
And-
things, yes.
Yes, spiral
Just
into
yes.
this fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I notice that every time I go to bed with like my kids or something and I get like 11 hours, my body's like, it's not like before when I slept 11 hours and I felt like I was hit by a train. No, my body's like, hey, bro. Like, I feel like the Big Lebowski, basically, you know.
Just totally chill.
Yeah. Or actually, even better, the guy from The Office.
Oh, yeah. No, Office
the
Space.
Office Space,
Yeah.
yeah. When he gets hypnotized. I feel like that.
Sweet.
Like, nothing can fucking touch me.
Now, there's a movie you got to see.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it,
Office Space
Oh,
is
it's-
magical.
by Mike Judge.
Yeah, it is
So good.
So good. Like, I think it's one of the best comedies like out there.
Again, it's
Without
one of those
being- yeah.
that we haven't seen, or I haven't
I
seen
haven't
it
seen
in a
years, dude.
yeah, I don't know, probably
I don't
6
remember.
years.
I
or
refer
something.
to this movie a lot, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
But it was
over a
one of those
decade.
that we just rewatched so many times.
So good.
and
There's a lot of famous people you'll recognize
yeah.
that I just
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
What's his name? Ron.
I don't remember, dude. The
It
guy
doesn't matter.
from
He's in Sex and the City at some
yeah,
point.
exactly. And also the guy that was in Drew Carey's show. You know, one of the guys.
Yeah, the
his
tall
friends.
guy,
Yeah,
right?
the tall
Yeah,
guy.
the neighbor.
The neighbor, yeah. Working construction, and it's just like, it's such a well-balanced comedy. It's not like haha in your face, haha, you know, like in that sense.
No, it's just cozy.
Yeah,
in a way.
and it just, you just laugh because of the, I don't know, like it's just so good.
It's pretty much about a guy who becomes a stoner without getting stoned. Like
Pretty much, yeah. He gets
It's-
hypnotized
yeah,
to become a stoner, basically.
nothing
Yeah.
really matters. It's all good. Like it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
We need to rewatch it.
Yeah, and also I think that one puts things a bit in perspective, like how much you should care about this kind of stuff.
Exactly.
You know, like, and stressing.
Yeah. And but I mean, obviously now we're all kind of stressed during this pandemic, and you can't be a slacker, I guess, as much as you
But
could
you can.
before.
Fuck, I feel that I should be more because I'm saving so much time not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like all the travel time, all that stuff is gone.
It's a big win for you, for sure.
But it isn't. Like, I feel so much less productive than ever before. Because I think all this walking about and traveling, you know, like because my travels are like a maximum of like 1.5 hour each
Yeah.
day, all in all. Like the actual like commuting.
But it's still 1.5 hours.
Yeah, but I use it to draw, like reply to things, you know, like emails
Yeah.
and
You
like
get all that
manage social
extra
media,
shit
whatever
done.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I have to sort of fit it in.
Exactly. When do you do that?
Yeah, when
Probably
do
when
you
you
do
sit
that?
on the
When-
shitter. Yeah.
And I have, you know, kids and stuff. I don't want to be looking at my phone.
No.
We already do that, you know, way too much.
Yes.
So it's
I've
strange
actually
thing.
made it a thing to stop doing that. That's why you don't
It's
really
very
see
good.
me on the Discord
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much any
Any-
anytime anymore. Instagram the same, all of that, because it became too much of a added stress,
Mhm.
and I just want to work and I want to be at home with Anna and
Yeah.
just have some quality time. That's
It's
all
really
I want
good.
right now.
It's really good.
And then, of course, I'm
Don't
changing.
say it then.
Did I?
Yeah, you've said it several times.
Oh, really?
I love it. Yeah,
Fuck.
I was just like,
So I'm the and then guy.
yes, I think so.
No.
I might have said it, but now that I heard you say it, I'm just like focusing on you so I don't have to hear myself say it.
That's really interesting. Cool. So
I've never heard you say it before. Thank you, Mimosa.
yeah, all right. This is gonna be difficult.
But
What was I
remember when
saying?
we had the like and everything?
Oh my God.
man.
Yeah.
We joked about it and then we couldn't stop saying it.
No, and I think we still do.
No, we don't.
Like
No, we
all
don't.
the time.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Let's not stop. Like we're gonna be hearing all this stuff, so we won't
Yeah.
we won't be able to say.
Oh man,
shit.
this episode is gonna take me forever to cut now. All of the likes and thens are gonna go.
You just put them together in one thing at the end,
Yeah.
and
Like
then
and then
like
like
and then
and then
like
like
and
and
then like and then like.
Yes. I actually don't remember what I was saying. Quality time.
Oh
with
yeah,
Anna
quality time
and-
with Anna that you've like pulled
Yes,
back
pull-
on the
pulled back
whole
on the whole social
social-
media thing. And I was thinking something with work again. Changing shops. Yes. Also added stress
Yes.
and pressure and all of that
Mhm.
stuff. So that's why I pulled back on
Yeah.
Instagram and social media more
Yeah.
because, it came to this point where as soon as I saw a new email, I got, my pulse started getting
Yep.
higher and
Yep.
I almost got angry at getting an email
yeah.
when normally I got happy because it's more work and
Yeah,
work
more
is good
income,
and
yeah.
happy. No, now stress. So I am definitely more stressed than I think I know.
But is the big painting for the thing
That's another.
adding stress?
Yeah,
to
it
you?
is. Yes, for sure it is.
Just sitting at home there mocking you when you get home, like, hey, bro, hey.
I did like I said to Anna that Sunday is gonna be my podcast and poster day. So
Mhm.
whatever you do, try to force me to paint the poster if I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like I had to tell her to do that.
Mhm.
But so I did the whole day. I just after I finished the podcast, which wasn't that much work, thank Christ, because we knew what we were doing for some reason.
Mhm.
I just started painting and then kept painting, and
That's
it was
awesome.
more of a pain in the ass to paint.
Paint
because
in the
yeah,
ass, huh?
paint
In the
in the shoulders more.
we need
and
T-shirts.
neck.
We should make paint in the ass.
But still a lot of work to go. But definitely so much more. Like it felt like I drew or painted half of the poster yesterday, like compared
That's
to what I have been doing. But it's just so much space to fill. It's
Mhm.
insane. And once I actually finished, because I finished Kurt Russell yesterday, I showed you the picture. After I finished that, I was so unhappy with it, and I was so
Yeah.
angry, and I was like, how did this take me this long? Because it took me maybe 4 hours to do just the one face. And it's just, that's 3 times what it takes normally. And it's so frustrating. But then I had a little break, and then I looked at it again, and I'm like, that's awesome. Like, that looks really good. Love the depth in it. And like, I had to take myself out of it a
Yeah.
bit and then go back. So now I'm super stoked with it again. So this is the ping pong game that
emotions,
goes in
yeah.
my head constantly. But now I took it away from the stand,
Mhm.
whatever, forgot what we called it,
Easel?
the easel. And now I'm painting on the ground and sort of anywhere I can fit the table, because it's just too much of a strain on my shoulders to paint standing up. I'm not used to, like, I don't have that muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, laying down, sitting on my knees, sitting on pillows, laying in the couch, drawing the painting underneath the couch. Yeah, all of that stuff. You get inventive when
Yeah, like you have to get creative once your body starts shutting down.
when you're old, is what you're saying. Or like day
Not
two.
too old for this.
Day 2 of the midsummer's hangover. But so where are you at with Instagram and social media these days, stress-wise?
I'm posting on all accounts right now.
Because it feels like you've got a bit more of a lift again, or maybe more like no.
Like, how do you mean a lift? I have not gotten any lift.
No, but it feels like you're more active.
Oh yeah,
you
but
know,
I'm just
like
writing
enjoying
to
it more.
I think that's because like the contest part of it, I don't enjoy. You know, not what you guys post at us, but Instagram's handling of that post.
And all the admin stuff that goes with it, maybe.
No, it's just the Instagram part of it. You know, the algorithm bullshit. When you're trying to sort of give to a community that you have, and Instagram's like, no, that just pisses me off.
It's so unnecessary.
Yeah, and also this is just us trying to give back to our community.
Yeah.
And Instagram is making it super difficult, and that pisses me off.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like personal art and stuff, like it's performing, you know, like it is. Like sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. I don't really care. Like the people that care about the stuff that I do are there, you know, liking, commenting, and that part I'm fine with. Like when it comes to, I think, the part that bothers me is when we even paid a little to boost that one just to reach the people that follow us.
Yeah.
And I feel that it's been performing super poorly, and it sucks as a platform.
Yeah.
Like unless you're one of those that where the algorithm, you know, works for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So that got me a bit bummed. But then again, it's Instagram. You expect that, you know, like you think about it one more time and you're like, yes, they're not caring.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna just do that. And you do that. And it is so much more, like it's easier to do. So focus on the positive parts of the platform.
Yeah.
And the people that you actually want to interact with, and move on. And I think that has really helped with like keeping that stress down a lot. So right now I just post, you know, I talk to you people that like care, and then I move on. Like I don't spend time there. I just move on.
That's all you want anyways.
Yeah, but that's what
really?
I mean. Like it is. So it's not that stressful in that sense.
Okay, that's nice.
Because like Instagram or like social media in general just isn't what it was a while back, you know.
It does some shift has happened.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you if you know sort of or remember when that happened, because I can't
feel
put
like,
my finger on
no,
it.
I feel that it all
like when I came back from Australia, it had switched.
But I think it just feels like that. Or like I don't know really. Like for me it stopped being good in February, and it's just never recovered. I have, you know, like posts that still do well, like you get 1,000, 2,000 likes on some posts. But then they've done something where, you know, like my digital work, for example, has the most terrible performance ever, especially if it's tied to me tagging another artist. So there's something up with shouting out, like shout outs, like they do not perform well.
I wonder why that is.
And it's not only us. Like when Artem shouted at the podcast or our personal accounts or anything,
nobody sees it.
Nothing.
It's
like
weird.
he gets the
It's
amount
so
of
weird.
likes, but there's something. So I don't know if it is a mix between Instagram and, you know, people just being tired of shit.
Yeah.
Or just like you don't know. You don't really know. You don't have the data to make a decision or like an informed, you know, like get an understanding of what's going on. But I still like I think my like bottom line is move on.
Yeah.
Like get people onto your platform, whatever it may be, Discord, mailing lists, you know, and then just take it from there.
But do you also think it is that before you were still at King and you were unhappy with your situation there, you were looking for something different, so you were more active in the stuff outside of King to promote your own style to maybe get something new? And then all of a sudden now you have a new job and you feel more comfortable here and you're gotten into the flow of things and maybe not really needing to
no, I still need that.
More.
I always need that.
Yeah.
That's like a thirst that can't be quenched for some reason.
Because I think that's where it happened to me at least, where in Australia, I didn't get to tattoo,
Yeah.
and there was the pressure of wanting to do stuff, and yeah, so I created more or less every day in Australia until I got my tattoo job, and then I was back in business, and then I didn't feel the need to keep posting stuff as much
Yeah.
because I was doing what I love doing, and that sort of disappeared, like the whole chase of the Instagram chase or whatever.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I don't think I'm using Instagram in that sense anymore, because I haven't gotten a job offer through Instagram in a long time now. You know, except please draw me. But I haven't posted any portraits anymore, so that
You don't
stopped
get that
happening.
anymore?
So I don't get that anymore. I don't get any like commission work out of it. I don't get anything. So I'm just using it as a carrot for keeping sharp. You know, like
Polishing your skills and
Yeah, and also like you can go back and sort of see like, oh shit, that was terrible. You know, or
I
like
just did that on the way over here.
yeah.
Ugh.
No, but I enjoy that. It's like going back to my DeviantArt. You know,
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
horrible stuff at the end there.
I was contemplating on rebooting the whole thing, like
Yeah.
removing everything and starting from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like you said, like it's fun to
It's not worth it. That's the thing. Yeah.
it's fun to go back and see stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see whenever I get to actually start posting stuff on Instagram again.
Yeah.
We'll see how and what I do. But
Yeah.
for now, I'm still like just hanging back, doing the poster.
Yeah. And I think that I don't know. Like I don't know if Instagram is the right path. You know, like anymore.
No,
Like
I feel like it is disappearing out in.
But I don't think
to
it
the
is.
back.
Like I think
Like it's
they're
gonna be a
doing well.
constant, but it's like I think we're probably on the verge of some new platform gonna be taking over the hype that was
I don't know.
Instagram.
I don't know.
Because Instagram is perfect the
There
way
is
it is
nothing.
with the what you get out of it.
Mm.
I mean, or the core essence of the platform is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You post a picture and people like it, and that's
Yeah.
what
I
you
know.
what you do. But
But it feels like it's all about, like, I don't feel that it is about sharing content anymore. And, you know, like, they're like, oh, we're trying to, like, make it more part of, like, you see your friends and what they do and blah, blah. But I don't feel that that's the platform anymore.
no,
For me, it feels like they're just trying to push for people to get frustrated and pay. Like, that's my sort of experience from Instagram. But I guess that also depends on how you're using Instagram, you know.
yeah,
So I think their pay model sucks a bit. But then again, if you can leverage that model, which I've read that you can do, you know, like to like get the best results.
yeah.
But that's another big time investment, you know, and another.
That actually
part-
reminds me that I need to do another paid promotion for the tattoo one,
Mhm.
because switching shops and
Oh
like,
shit! Yeah.
hello people.
But
still
try to do
alive.
it through the, like, from what I've heard, maybe look some stuff up on YouTube
Yep.
and use whatever the fuck they recommend on finding your demographic. So you're not like posting about like to a U.S. clientele when you have, you know, you want people in Midsommarkransen.
Yeah.
For example, because you can really narrow it down so that people within Stockholm, Sweden or something, you know, like,
That's what I normally do.
yeah.
I have my templates done, but I need to customize them more for that part of Stockholm, I
Yeah.
guess.
I don't know if you can
But-
go that close, but yeah.
We'll see.
Whatever you can
Try.
do to sort of like minimize the audience, like get the right audience. It might not be as big, but it's, you know, the ones you want.
Exactly.
And also, I think Sweden might be relevant because some people are, you know, like willing to travel
Yeah.
for cool shit. So just choose the right images. Just check what has performed well, and then just grab those as part of your promotional thing.
Yeah. That's a smart move.
Just like put them in one, like you do one where they need to scroll through several images, because the longer they stay on the post, that'll boost your thing.
And do you recommend more videos? Or
Videos, yes, but then you need to like make sure that they start off with you know, like something that catches their attention,
yeah.
like tattoos. You know, just like really capture them in the beginning.
Yes. This summer
Basically, in Midsommarkransen, exactly. Just do like something silly and like Cool.
Nice. Good tip. Thank you.
But do you have any tips on sort of like people feeling the stress sort of coming on? Because
Take yourself out of it a bit. And this could be something you could do in many, many different ways, depending on who you are as a person. My dad told me, for example, like, because we slept at my parents' house, and obviously I was really, really hungover the next day.
like a winner.
Like a winner, like every fucking time. But he said that I think you needed this, like, because like you've been very stressed with this and this and this, and you needed to just blow off some steam and really, when you get that, like that drunk and that hungover, you get really relaxed in a very deep way, you know, because you can't move that fast. And, you know, and he even told me a story because he used to be a boxer. He had like an actual doctor tell him, do me a favor and go out and get smashed tonight. Because he was so wound up for fights and he was training so hard that he needed to relax because he was crashing. Like his body wasn't relaxing at all. So he needed to, I'm sure doctors today wouldn't tell you this, but back in the day, he was like, just go out and have
hardcore boxing,
like,
back alley doctors.
Exactly. Actually, he's got like his office up in right next to Slussen, like one of the best places you can get. Yeah. So yeah, he's this super fancy sports doctor. But yeah, no, so he recommended my dad getting extremely hammered and, you know, just to help him relax more. So that's one way. Other way is to just get out of town, go somewhere you haven't been before. That could be if you just take the commuter train a few stops and stop somewhere you never walked before. Do that. Get some inlines and, you know, ride around town and have people laugh at you. I don't know. Whatever you want.
Tie your shirt around your like waist, put your cap on backwards,
yes,
and ride back to the 80s.
Oh, yes. Full Blade style. Yeah.
Blade, the movie you did not expect.
Yes. This is where my brain starts malfunctioning again. Oh, yeah, maybe I should sleep.
You don't need sleep. I know what I'm doing.
I does not sleep need. No. But I guess those are my recommendations, really.
Yeah, get hammered.
Get hammered.
Especially if you're young, right?
Yeah, take yourself out of the equation a bit. If you're able to, that is. I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah, it's always easier to sort of give advice to others than heed that same advice.
And this is just me spouting like anything off the top of my head. It's not like anything I've researched and come up with after being stressed so many fucking years. It's stuff that I do, and I know that it helps me, but it's not something that I like know that I should do when I get stressed. When I get stressed, I get stressed. I don't think of anything else.
Nope.
Especially not taking myself out of the equation, because that's the last thing I want to do. I just want to finish what the fuck ever stressing me out.
Yeah, so you cannot stress about
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Which is sometimes very stupid.
No, but I think actually on that subject though, like once you're in the stress, you'll just have to fucking, you know, embrace the suck and just do it.
Yeah, embrace the suck. That's so
such a fucking good saying.
That's so
I
good.
don't remember who said it first.
You just did.
But I said it now.
Yeah.
Embracing the suck when you're in the like situation. But then again, why are you there?
Yeah.
Like if you can pinpoint why you're there every fucking...
How did we get to this
point?
point?
Did we get to this point? And then you have a recap, you know, like a nice montage of how you got there, like earlier that week.
Preferably with some 80s synthesizer
exactly.
sounds. Yes.
But then, like, you'll probably pinpoint the moment where you fucked up.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I can totally do that. And yeah, I'll do that for free. And yeah, exposure, bro. And then, you know, like, fast forward. Yeah. But you can probably pinpoint, like the exact moment where you fucked up or planned poorly. Or like, yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. And then, you know.
That's my superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always a point.
Procrastination.
Like, yeah. You just, like, accepting too many fun things at the same time does not lead to more positive outcomes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Actually, I should make that superhero. Procrastinator.
Procrastinator. He was a cop.
And then he
And
couldn't
then-
be fucked. And then Netflix came.
And then,
And then. Yeah.
and then,
And
and
then-
then, and then.
Fuck you, Mimosa. my Moa.
Mimosa.
God damn it.
Mimosa.
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 Mimosa. We should have brunch.
We should-
What would you do to get out of the stress head? Do you have any tips?
Digging, apparently. Digging is
Digging?
my jam right now. Like, I've dug so many fucking
Can you
tons
dig
of
it?
sand. Like, I've probably dug like several tons of sand by this point. That helps. Like, it's super hard to think while you're out in the sun with no cloud whatsoever, like, helping you out.
Yeah, we were blessed with extremely good weather.
Holy dicks. Yeah, for weeks now, I
That's
feel like.
that freaked me out a bit though, because it was Midsummer's Eve.
Yeah,
And
what the
it
heck?
was like 28 degrees or
Yeah,
whatever.
it was insane. So
Like,
awesome. And this
where was the
Thursday,
rain?
it's going to be like 32 or
I
something
saw.
like that.
It's insane.
Yep,
We're not
but
in
I love
Sweden
it.
anymore, bro.
we're not.
No. Yeah.
But for me, like, I can't stop looking at this penis-shaped thing here, though. But fuck, it's so
Yeah.
it bothers me.
Elias likes looking at penis.
Yes, but with that said, I don't know. Like, my tips are just
Sleeping and working out.
sleeping, working out really does help, but it's super hard to like make time to work out when you're stressed.
Yeah, because you don't want
Uh,
to stress working out.
Yeah,
That-
and that's what
that's
you
how
do.
you-
Yeah.
That's how you injure yourself.
But I don't know, like, fix whatever the fuck you're doing. Like, for the moment, like, forget everything else, basically.
Yeah.
Wrap up whatever the fuck it is stressing you out.
If you're
and
able
then
to.
try to avoid, adding to it, or, like, making yourself, like, if procrastination was your, like, culprit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Don't.
do that. Yeah. Fucking learn.
Yeah.
And it's going to probably take you another decade to figure that one out. And
Yeah. But you'll get there eventually.
but you'll get there eventually. Yeah.
We
Because
always
I've
do.
gotten better. Like, for me, specifically, just planning my work better, such a game changer. But in increments, of course. So
I've become better
str-
at multitasking.
That's garbage.
Because I still love procrastinating, but
Yeah.
now I can do that while working.
There you go.
So
No,
yeah,
but It is really important to just find like, where you're leaking energy, and then just, like, tap those holes.
yeah,
It's
that's a good one.
yeah.
You tap that hole. Uh,
Robert. That's why we don't have any sponsors.
well, it's good to know that there is a reason why,
Exactly.
and the reason is you.
Holes.
Yeah,
I was just
holes.
like
Tapping.
holes. Tapping them
tapping.
holes.
Yep.
I'm a tap dancer.
Yeah. No, I always keep referring to my work as my main course, and then whatever I want to do as the dessert. And this is something that I've mentioned before, I know, but it really helps. So,
oh yeah,
like,
that one the reference I didn't get
Yeah.
when you were explaining it last.
But yeah,
something dessert.
just you have to finish dinner before you get dessert. That's what my life is sort of based upon. So everything that is stuff that is work that I need to get done, that is dinner.
yeah.
All the things I want to do, all the stupid movies, the games, and the poster. Unfortunately, the poster is now become dinner more than dessert. All the other stuff is dessert.
There you go. You have a lot of things to pick and choose from to make the meme.
There you go.
How the fuck did you not do this? Tapping holes, desserts, and dinners,
And
then.
Yeah. But I think that sort of wraps up.
No,
yes.
It doesn't. What do you plan to do this summer to sort of, like, get you out of this
Well,
fuckhole? That's a word.
unfortunately, I put myself in a new fuckhole.
There you go.
So this summer is probably going to be work.
Yay.
Working it. Although Anna is going to Finland for like a month or so, which means I get a month alone,
Ooh.
which is actually something that I have been wanting for a very long time. Like, no disrespect to
Disrespect.
again, talkie, brain. No disrespect to Anna at all. She is the best girlfriend I've ever had and will ever have, for sure. It's been very intense in terms of not having any time away from each other at all. Like, I haven't had time to miss her since we got together almost. And you need that in a relationship. Like, or I do, at least. I'm not saying
I just
everybody
need time
does.
alone. That's
Exactly.
the thing.
Like,
I think that is my biggest. Like, I don't care if it's. Like, I just need time alone. It has nothing to do with other people.
exactly.
Like, it's just
And that's a big stress reliever in general as well.
same.
So, and it doesn't. I know I've said this before again, but it doesn't help me just doing it like in the small increments that I do every night, because
No, it's
again,
not the
I
same thing.
work primarily most of that time anyways.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot of time spent for just me.
Yeah.
It's maybe just the one movie
Yeah.
or 2 episodes of Rick and Morty or whatever the fuck it is. And it's not me like really getting to love being alone and embracing that feeling, you know? When you get so fucking bored because you're all alone that you have to come up with stupid, creative, new fun
And your
shit.
phone does not save that. That's
No,
the thing,
no,
right?
no, no.
Like, it doesn't, like...
If anything,
help at all.
it stops you from doing, like, becoming that creative, fun
Yeah.
person. So, yeah, I'm. That's, I guess, what I'm looking forward to right now. Just getting that little time alone, even if I'm still gonna be working. It's gonna be more me time and, you know, just fun. Getting to eat my junk food that only I love eating. Stuff that I'm not even comfortable saying that I make this type of food to people because it's a cardiac arrest just waiting to happen. But shit like that, you know,
Yeah.
stupid bachelor shit, I guess. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be my wind down.
No, but I think that's, like, awesome. Because for me, like, when I went to London in February... And I was there for 3 days, and 2 of the days I was all alone. I was just walking around, you know, like 16, 18 hours a day, just in my own head, looking at things in London. Because I could have gone to, you know, like, tourist spots or just done anything. And I just decided, no, I'm just going to walk around, just check out, like, fun little things, and then just, you know, I even thought about, like, I should sit down and draw. But even that felt like a waste of time.
Yeah.
So I just skipped all of that. I didn't even take that many photos.
But that's the thing. I've stopped doing that too.
Yeah, because I never go back and look.
No,
I don't care.
I take a
Like-
photo and then it's gone.
Yeah,
Like-
and then it's basically just 1 out of 20,000 on my phone.
And I've started feeling like that's a waste of me looking at the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Same.
instead of actually looking at it and appreciating whatever it
yeah,
is I
what's
want to
in
photograph.
front of me? Yeah,
Now I'm like wasting time trying to find the right,
Yeah.
focus point and this and that, and then taking a
Fuck
picture and
that.
then that's it. Yeah.
So
So
I'll take photo of something I find that is funny.
Yeah.
Because then I'll post it and someone else can find, like, enjoyment
Mhm.
of it. But me photographing a building that is epic when I'm there, but not as epic in the photo.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, I need to set up the shot.
Exactly, and you
that-
can never get it looking
and you
that good
can't
anyways.
get that feeling.
No.
Yeah. So I'd rather just not do that. Rather just talk to people, you know, like buy a coffee, exchange a few words, move on.
Yeah.
Like a legend.
So what are you doing over the summer? Do you have anything
No
planned?
plans. 4 weeks of squat diddly do.
Are you doing what most other people, including myself, will do? Rent. Well, you have a car, but just drive away and do like a little
Probably like some
mini
swimester,
vacay.
Swimester. So just
Swimester.
staying within Sweden and just going around by car.
But they have opened up now. Like,
Yeah,
so
but then again,
we
fuck that.
we can start traveling again. Kind
No,
of.
we're not traveling anywhere. Like, if things change, I
Yeah.
don't want to be stuck somewhere with my kids.
Smart move. I haven't actually thought of that.
We have,
Because that could happen, of course.
yeah. Since the death rate is still going
Yeah.
terribly wrong, I'm just gonna keep it safe. We're gonna do fun stuff. You know, go to like some like outdoors place, just walk around in the forest. You know, check things out and just have fun.
I would love to try camping. Like
I said that to
proper-
my wife, and she's like, "What?" And
Well,
she's the
I
one
mean-
forcing us to do all the boring shit, and that is insane.
What's all the boring?
That's stuff, kid stuff. She's like, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "I have nothing."
But-
I don't like doing stuff like that. Like, oh, go to this place. Like, I go to the, like a swimming hall thingy for my kids.
Yeah.
I would never set
No.
my foot there. Like, you wouldn't see me there at all. Like, that's not a place you'd stumble.
What, you're not
Upon the
flexing in the sauna?
Mm.
Like the
No.
person that
Like,
I ran
just
into
going-
last
no,
time. I went.
Just going to the sauna, like that sentence.
Mhm.
Like going somewhere to sit and just steam. That would never happen.
It's the best thing in the world, though.
It
I
is
love-
awesome. Like
love
I don't
saunas.
disagree. I just
I
don't
love
want to
it.
do it at a place. Like
No.
I want to do it at home if I do it.
Did I
'Cause
tell you
it's-
about the stretchy guy when I went to the swimming
No,
place?
you did not tell me
No.
about the stretchy guy.
Oh my god, he was just one of many. But that was the last time I went to any swimming place, and this was the one right next to us in Handen.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Just
done.
recently?
I wouldn't say recently, but a couple of months back. And the plan was that we wanted to start swimming like
Yeah,
regularly.
I remember you mentioning something
So
about
like
it.
I went
Yeah.
swimming just to actually do it, and then went to the sauna, and I'm like, fantastic, I love the sauna. And it was jam packed with guys, all of them, of course, a lot older than me and very sweaty and very naked. And one of these fine gentlemen was doing, I think, his own made up version of yoga, where he was
Mm,
stretching a lot of himself right in front of me.
cool.
Like
Cool, bro. Showing you the goods.
pretty much where the table is between us, that's where he was
Nice.
standing.
I'll
And he had
show
a
you some
lot of
stretch.
hair. Like he
Nice.
was not a paley, he was a furry. And with every stretch came a different noise, which was very loud.
Ah! Ugh.
Yes, and well, he did that for maybe 10 minutes or so,
Nice.
and then he finally left, and I was like, thank Christ. And then came the kids, so I left. So that was the last time I went.
It never ends.
Yeah. So swimmy place. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, what happens?
Sorry.
No.
Derail. Stretchy guy.
Very
Stretchy
nice.
furry.
Stretchy furry. Stretchy furry.
Stretchy noisy
So
furry.
that's a new category of furries.
Yes. Yes. They are on the rise. So look out.
Look out, 2021. No, but it is insane. No, I'm thinking of just doing nothing this summer.
That's amazing.
Like,
though. How often do you get to do nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Especially in your position.
Yeah. So I'll try to just, go around chilling,
Last of Us 2, maybe.
maybe some video games at
Mhm.
night. I won't stress about drawing, learning, anything. I'll just take an honest break.
Fantastic.
And then just do whatever I feel like doing.
Dude, it sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really does.
So
Yeah.
that's summer.
Good
And
plan.
also I'm getting some gym equipment, so
You'll be set.
I will be set.
No goals in terms of pushing the body and stuff anymore?
Always. I have that as well. Like
Yeah.
training will not stop. Training does not stop. I have a gym outside of my fucking house. It
Yeah.
is amazing.
I know.
No, but I'm just saying that it's amazing. So I'll just keep doing that. Like that's the thing. You ask me if I have, like, it's always ongoing.
Yeah.
It just never stops. So I didn't even think about that as a thing that I'll be doing. It'll just be done.
Because I would imagine that if you wouldn't have that, so if
People would have died.
yeah, just speaking of stress,
Yeah.
because that I assume is such a big stress reliever for you that take that out of the equation, or say that you
I just take it for granted that I can do it.
exactly say you get so much work that you
Mhm.
can't, like you have to stay in and work just because you need
Yeah.
that amount of time to just finish it. I wouldn't even want to be near you.
Yeah, I don't know, because the thing is, now that I'm outside digging, my
Mhm.
break is going in and doing a workout. Or, like I do a workout before I go out digging.
Like,
It's
dude,
like, it's such a different thing. Like, I don't think about working out as working out.
no.
That's the thing. And when
It's
I do
become a
think-
routine for you, you know?
Yeah, and when I'm not the most trained person, well-rounded athlete in any way. But when I work out with, the average person, I just realized where my bar is so much higher than the average.
The
the
normal
rando
bar.
parent in my sort of circle. Because I was working out with my neighbor, like he's a runner,
Mm-hmm.
and we were doing like some exercise, just 2 exercises, where you just do a certain amount of reps for the one, and it's a lot of them, so you have to rest, and then do the rest, and then go to the next one, pull-ups, and then you do thrusters, and we're just switching between these 2. And he was like, "Oh, you know how you you feel it in the legs," and I'm like, "I feel nothing." Like it's hard.
Yeah.
Like it's not easy. It's just I don't feel it in my muscles.
but
It's not that type of hard for me. You know what I
No.
mean? Like it
but
is.
you've reached that level.
Yeah. So it is difficult, like to
like,
do. But
if I was in his position, I wouldn't even be in his position.
oh, dude, you
'cause
would be. You remember how you felt when
Oh,
you worked
yes,
out
I will
with
never forget.
Sarah? Yeah.
Yes, I will
That
never
is
fucking
the
forget.
feeling.
'Cause
That's the
pretty
type
much
of,
me every time I work out now.
Yeah,
So
but that is the type of workouts that we're doing,
Yeah.
and it's not. You don't feel great.
No.
But I don't feel it. Sort of like I don't feel like in my muscle like they're like.
not burning. Or
Yeah,
like,
they're not burning or anything like that. Like I like it. It's starting to fill with blood, and like the response is getting worse by the rep.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like as soon as I get to rest a little, like it just goes down again. Whereas he feels it the day after, and I feel nothing. So there is like I have set the bar somewhere. I just can't see it. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's there. Like I'm in good shape. I just can't feel it. Like I haven't been so out of shape that I feel the difference.
No. And I mean, you've worked that alone for such a long period of time now too, that you haven't compared yourself to anybody except yourself.
Yeah, that's
So you don't
basically
know-
it. Yeah.
That's why you don't know where your bar is.
Yeah.
like, because you've just excelled without knowing. There's no roof. There's no
Yeah, there's
Like-
no like there are no floors to
or
this.
plateaus.
Like no one
yeah.
knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that when I'm at the gym, I'm not when you meet me, I'm not very tall. I'm not a tall, like I don't, people don't look at me and like, oh my God, this person is huge, towering over me.
No. No.
And when they see the weights that I can move, for my size, they're like, but you're so
But you're so tiny.
Yeah. And
But
so
yeah,
I
that's
guess,
true. Like,
so yeah, like when I lift like the 47 half-kilo dumbbells, one in each hand, and I do my exercises, people are like, what is this little person doing?
size doesn't matter.
Size doesn't matter unless you have a micro penis,
That's right.
and
Sorry,
then
guys.
it's terrible. Yeah, sorry.
So sorry.
So sorry. So sorry. For all my
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
yes. Yeah, but I'm just gonna take it easy this summer.
Yeah.
Bottom line. Sorry, micro penis people.
Awesome. Yeah. No.
I felt terrible.
Yes.
Very sorry.
Very sorry. All jokes, people. All jokes. Doing the Joe Rogan thing.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think we probably covered more than we intended to cover, which we normally do,
Yeah.
kind of.
I have nothing though. Like I don't have a recipe for solving stress. Like
Of course not. And we're not here to give you a recipe for
no,
any of
we're
this
just
stuff.
sharing.
Exactly. We're hoping some of the bullshit that comes out of our mouths might help you in some way, not solve all your life problems.
And give you stuff to use for the memes.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much that's our goal.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just give you material to get
Exactly.
free shit. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Future.
Yippee mother sketchbook hero.
Rose. So you have anything on tools?
I worked on the poster.
Did that feel good?
I hated it. Well, I mean, we're not talking tools. We're talking a little bit more process.
Yes.
But now I do have more of the fire up the butt regarding the poster. So a lot less procrastinating and a lot more doing. Plus also now I've come to the point where I'm just about ready to start adding the color. Like, 'cause, well, any of you out there, if you're not on the Discord, you might not have, or you probably haven't seen what I'm working on. But it's a big poster. It's the scale 1:1, very big, and I can't stress how big it is because goddamn, it's so goddamn big. I am not used to working in this size, and I hate it so fucking much. But I also love it so fucking much because it pushes me to just the limits of what I can take in terms of just keeping sane while creating things. But when I started this, it was all fun, it was happy, and I was testing things and sketching it out, and sketched things for a day and then left it, and now it's like crunch time, bitch, you need to finish.
Also, the stakes get higher the further along you get.
Yes, because the thing that I keep remembering is, you need to send this, Robert. This needs to arrive at a different country, and it needs to be presented here and there, and that's going to cost money, and la la la. There's so many things that could go wrong in that process that I cannot do anything about. So the earlier I can send it away, the more probably it's going to be at the show. So it's going to London for a big show for a lot of different alternative poster artists.
Classified.
It's classified. It's not classified. We can reveal
G13 classified. Right?
That's it.
No, whatever the fuck it was.
Good reference. It's G13.
G13?
Yes. If you get that reference, you are a good person. But like I said, now it's crunch time and I really need to focus. So I've really just stepped up my sort of creation mode or whatever. I don't know how to explain what to call it, but push that into high gear and really just working like a machine more. And for some reason, I think that looks a little bit better than my relaxed style. So there is something that I have to gain with the fire up the ass. And not just that I'm used to working with said fire.
You should make your cap Robert Fire Ass.
Fire Ass Rob.
Hmm?
That's my new Insta name.
It's a count.
Yeah. No more Robert Ekblom art. It's Fire Ass Rob.
Fire Ass Rob.
Very good. No. So for the tools section, I'm just doing everything that I'm doing right now is with Copic sketch markers and a lot of refills, obviously.
Have you managed to, how many of those refills have you killed so far? Have you managed to run out?
No, not at
really?
all.
They've actually lasted the whole thing.
I milk those bitches like, Hindu cows. Is that a thing?
I don't know if that's maybe
not PC.
Racist.
Yeah. Maybe
just racist maybe against
racist
cows.
against cows.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Cowism.
Cowism. Anyways, I don't pour too much in. I really a little bit like Artem. I want the markers to not dry, be super wet. It's more a little bit dry. It just gets a better texture when doing the stuff that I do. But I've finished one, and that's the C1, my cool gray one. Yeah. Because that's the one that I do as a foundation for sort of fixating all of the graphite and sketches and all of that stuff. So that's pretty much covered the whole poster. And now it's going to be interesting. I bought some ink. I didn't even see the brand of it. I'll save that for when I use it. But I bought some red ink, and I'm going to mix that with water and spray it over the poster to get a nice red color tone that I also want to fade a little bit here and there, but we'll see how it goes. I need to experiment a bit with the tone of the red that I want to use and la la la.
You can do that with an airbrush type of thing.
Yeah, I could, but it's I need to get an airbrush.
Yeah.
And I just want to get it done.
Yes,
so the spray paint can thing that you got me is a lifesaver at this point. It's gonna It's gonna make or break the poster.
Hey.
Yeah. So no, it's so scary. It's so
Yeah.
scary. At this point, it's because there's so much time invested in this piece, and it's the largest piece I've ever done, if you don't count like murals and stuff. But it's so much time.
Yeah,
It's
but
so
the
much
murals
fucking
you've done, you
time.
haven't invested like this amount of time.
No,
have
no,
you?
no, no.
Yeah.
Like with a mural, I do it in 1 or 2 days. You know, you just paint like overnight, or you get it done. I've never painted a wall more than 3 days, I think, maybe a week tops. We did a really, really huge wall in a fire station when I was in school, and that we didn't have access to that to the fire station all the time as well, so we had to go back when we had time. But with this, you know, it's right there in my living room, and it's staring me down every day. Every morning when I get up, it's the first thing I see. First, I have Stallone staring me in the face, and then Anna. And then when I go to bed, it's the last thing I see, because I pass it before going to bed. So it's a constant in my life, and I just need to get it fucking done. And if I don't put this red coat on it now, it's not going to feel finished to me.
Yeah.
Because once I decided that I wanted to do that, there was no going back in my head, because it looked so cool. It gets this really dynamic look, and it punches up so much in the poster. And
But is it going to be black and like grayish?
black and
red?
gray with just red. So it'll be like fill the whole screen with red, and then just put multiply. So if you have a portrait, gray wash portrait, and put a red tone on it, that's what it's going to look like. With white highlights, just to pop it. But it's going to make the distinction between the good guys and the bad guys. It's going to tie into the text of the movie, like the actual font of the film. When you get it, it's red. And it just looks cool, you know? Black and red is such a good color combo too. So yeah, it's just, again, I can't go back from that idea. At this point, the only reason I won't do it is if I don't have time to do it.
Yeah.
But no, I'm all in. I really want to finish this poster the way I envisioned it. And well, I have a couple of more weeks to do that. So
It's awesome though.
we'll see. We'll
I mean,
see.
It looks really awesome. Like at this stage, that what you sent me yesterday, I was like,
Thank
what
you.
the fuck?
I've showed it so many times now, and everybody says sort of the same thing. So it feels almost like, you know, I'm asking for more. Like, just give me
But
some
if
props.
you don't get more than 5,000 for it, like crowns, we buy it ourselves and we burn it.
Yeah.
Like we'd make a video
Yes.
where we burn it.
Yeah. No, at
Just
least
get it-
10.
yeah.
At least 10,000.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you got to put like a number on it. Like
Yeah.
you got to get something.
Dude,
for it.
that's amazing. I would love to burn that piece. Seriously, that's such a great idea.
Just like cry and burn it. Like
No,
my
I won't
life.
cry. Like, it'd be so
Okay.
cathartic. Like, it would
Okay,
be
okay,
the
well, let's take it out to the forest and
saving
do,
my
like, the
soul
office space. We just take it
Yeah,
out. in the
yeah,
middle
yeah.
of nowhere. We hit it with things and
with
we
some.
yeah.
What was the band? Fuck,
shit. I don't remember now. That it's been so long.
Ghetto Boys, I think. Maybe. It
Maybe
doesn't
yeah.
matter. Yeah. We should do an Office Space scene with it. Fuck you! Fuck you!
And then we can have you like in a close up, like hitting.
Oh yeah,
it.
yeah. Stomping the fuck out of it. But yeah, so those are my tools, if you can call it that.
But I did buy tools.
Yes, you did. What
Mhm.
did you buy?
I bought a Pilot parallel pen.
A what? Parallel
A
pen.
parallel pen.
Have you
It's
used one of those
No, not
No?
at all. Not at
No?
all. I've never even seen these before. It's not the exact same pen I've been using for a few years now,
No.
drawing all the Zelda pieces. And this is not my fourth pen that I bought.
It's only the fourth one?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's only the fourth one.
only the fourth one, or actually only if we don't count the first one I got for free. And
The first
the
one's always
latest,
for free.
yeah. And then the other three I bought like recently
Because
because I broke.
now
the
you
first-
work from home and you have no.
Yeah, but I lost. Like I don't know. Like I've bought 5.
Have you
actually.
asked your kids?
Yeah, but I lost it like before coming to the podcast.
Oh, really? So-
Yeah, and I was like, I left it at work, and today I was at work. I had not forgotten it at work. So I have no idea how I lost it, but now I have a new one and a broken one in my possession.
Fantastic.
Plus, we've given away 2 of those, so I bought actually 6 of these
Aha!
in total.
I knew you were lying.
But I've given 2 away, and I have 2 in my possession. I've given 3 away. I have 2 in my possession. I've lost 1.
But that's good that you're trying new things
Yeah.
and really testing your limits.
Exactly. But I'm thinking of going back to Copics on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I really want to do like the Zelda type stuff
Mm-hmm.
with like not Zelda. Like I don't want to do Zelda, but I just want to do like these little like finished pieces.
Oppa.
Yeah, Oppa or something. Just want to play around with Copics and
But
highlights.
but with that more of a simplified style.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know because the thing is with Copics, you can go like a bit crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And maybe I wouldn't do that. I don't know.
Cool.
Like I'm just like I saw your piece, and like I was never a big fan of portraits, but just want to do like something with it, like Copics gray wash.
Yeah. No, I always recommend it. It's well, I mean, the Copics are my parallel pen. It's I can't not work with them,
Mhm.
you know. So, yeah, go for it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but I need to start a new sketchbook because this one is just ink.
Yeah, no,
That's
no,
what I
no,
feel
don't
like.
even,
I can't,
don't touch
yeah,
it.
I
Don't.
can't go. Like this sketchbook needs to finish though,
Yes.
because now I've had it for like I started in October, like when Inktober was last year.
Oh, did you do all the Inktober's in it?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
they're all there plus like more. So
But you
like,
should be
they're-
finished with it
like
soon.
I have,
don't-
you know, like a bunch of pages left.
Yeah, it's
And I just haven't drawn anything because I feel like I'm doing the same thing, so I gotten tired of it. And I've tried pushing, doing other stuff and drawing characters. Not great.
So, yeah, take a break. Go.
But I've taken a break. I need to go back.
and do the Copic stuff.
Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't start a new sketchbook unless I finish this one.
Well, don't use a sketchbook. Use one of those pads, and you just use a paper. You pull it out. Because Purpose makes those too, and they're
yeah, and I
actually
have
good.
a couple of others
Yeah.
in the same way that I bought for Comic-Con last year. So
Well, there you go.
I could probably do that.
But that's
yeah.
that's always a great way.
Shut up with your great ideas.
That's always a great way to, get back into doing the
that's
other
true.
stuff. So
That's true.
you
That's
should.
a very good tip. God
And-
damn it, I hate it.
That's mainly my ego because
Yeah.
I just really want to see what you do with the Copics.
Yeah, I haven't used them in years.
Mhm.
It feels like I haven't drawn like any characters or anything.
No,
in
for
a
me it
long
feels
while.
like probably the last 1.5, 2 years. It's only been digital or the parallel pen ish.
Yeah, but I haven't done like the Zelda stuff. I started just around Comic-Con.
But you did a lot of trees before.
Yeah,
Zelda.
the trees, but they weren't that many. Like you think they're many, but there's like
But it's
a
just
sporadic.
what it feels like.
yeah, I get it. But they're like a sporadic 6-7 sketches, like throughout like a long period of time.
Yeah, and
And
then
then I let it
digital.
go, and then it's been digital and some
Exactly.
other stuff.
But I
yeah.
haven't. I don't remember seeing any of the Copic stuff.
Yeah, nothing. I've done no.
Do you remember what the last Copic piece was that you did?
No,
sketch?
Not at all. Like I remember nothing. I could probably go on. Nope. No.
Because
No.
even when I got into the Copics, you had started with the pan pastels, and you were doing that instead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really, really can't remember the last time I
Fuck.
saw
Yeah.
you.
Now
use
that
any-
you mention it, I have no idea.
You did those simplified sketches though, like when you had like 1 or 2 Copics with 2 different tones, and then
It says what?
yeah,
Yeah, maybe you remember shit I don't, because I don't really.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I should
Yeah,
probably go
okay.
back because I picked them out to try some stuff, and I was like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, good.
Yes, I will try.
Good.
I will not
And
try. I will do.
Yes, there is no try.
There is no try.
Fantastic. Yes.
Get that in before we move on.
References. Loves it.
All right. With
right.
that said, we should probably go into the segment that is exactly that.
Yes, moving on.
Moving on.
Move the fuck on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
If we go any faster than this, we're gonna go back in time.
That was actually brilliant.
Yeah. Let's.
I had totally forgotten that, and it was so good.
Yeah.
Yes,
So let's not say where it's from and
No,
save that.
we're saving it.
So
All right.
yeah.
Retro.
Retro. What have you seen this week that was epic that you need to recommend?
First out of the gate, I rewatched. What's it called? Walter Mitty. It's called like
the blah blahs
Secret
of Walter
Life
Mitty. Yeah,
of
Ben
Walter
Stiller.
Mitty. Yes,
I like that one. It was actually okay.
Just yesterday, and it's Anna's absolute favorite movie. Again, talking
Mhm.
about Anna because that's what I do.
It's basically
Um,
that movie with the guy that goes into the wild and
In-
then
yeah.
dies, but not the dying.
Exactly, pretty much.
It's like a guy that actually succeeds.
It's
with not
from.
dying.
It's based off of a novel that's from like the 30s or something.
Oh,
So
shit, it's
it's
that
a
old?
it's a
Yeah.
short story, but I don't know who the writer is or anything. But directed by Ben Stiller, and
Played by Ben Stiller.
played by Ben Stiller. It's fantastic. It really is.
I
It's
like
great.
it, because he's a dreamer, right?
Yeah,
Something like
exactly.
that,
He
yeah.
zones out all the time,
Yeah.
and you just get to see what he imagines,
Yeah.
and it's just amazing. So if you haven't seen The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, it's a huge recommendation. It's more of a drama, but still Ben Stiller,
yeah.
funny, you know.
But I
Cute.
like those movies more where he just is serious.
Exactly.
And is a bit like a goofball character, like genuinely,
Mhm.
rather than when he's like all over the place, like over exaggerating.
Zoolander and those.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the first
not that the
Zoolander is still,
yeah,
like-
that I really enjoyed.
and
But I'm
also the first
thinking
10
of like
minutes,
Night at the
second one.
Museum and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
like they're made. I don't even know if he's in it.
He
But
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So that was the last, or the one we saw last night. Fuck, what else did I see? There's a lot of stuff that I've seen, but it all sort of just falls in between the cracks of
Like, you don't. It's
my
not
brain. Like,
memorable.
exactly,
In
it
that
just-
sense, that it leaves an impression.
I'm sure there was something. I started watching the behind the scenes stuff of Big Trouble in Little China, because I recently bought the super duper Blu-ray because
Yeah, the super duper Blu-ray.
you know, if I see a new version of the same movie that I own 3 copies of already, I will buy it.
Cool.
And that was a lot of fun because it's old Carpenter and old
Mhm.
Russell talking about
That is
making the
awesome.
movie.
I like that.
And director's commentary that I started but didn't finish, so I'm gonna go back and see
Mhm.
that with them again,
With
being
them,
old.
yeah. Oh, that is awesome.
And
yeah.
it's like Kurt Russell seems like the most genuinely nice guy ever,
Mhm.
and he just loves what he does, and he's so grateful for being these quirky, funny characters that, like, he never got any real attention from when he did them. Like, none of the
Mhm.
movies he did was really a big success.
In its
when they
time,
came
yeah,
out,
in its
It
time,
always like had to be out for a couple of years, and then the geeks found it and
Yeah,
became
and
this
became
built
this-
classic. Yeah, whatever.
That's
And
awesome.
it's so cool that they just accepted that that's their fate. But
Mhm.
he's so genuinely
But he's
happy
done
about it.
so many good ones like
He's
that.
the most
like in,
in my head, he's one of the most iconic dudes. Pretty much after
Mhm.
Harrison Ford being
Yeah.
like Indiana Jones and Han Solo, and then you
was
have
Kurt Russell in the original The Thing? Not the original, but the,
The
good
first-
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
good one.
And that's where the first job he did with John Carpenter. I
Oh
think.
shit, that was that's before Big Trouble?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Because I thought the acting in Big Trouble was kind of shit.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, but it's kind of shit.
Yeah. No,
And
they
I-
apparently a lot of shit happened that like the studio meddled and there was so
Oh
much
yeah,
shit
the
with it.
studio did meddle. They didn't know what that movie was supposed to be, so
No.
they just
And it didn't get any promotion or
no,
anything.
because they didn't know what to promote it
No.
as. That's the thing. Like, who are we promoting this movie to? It's not for kids. It's not for
No.
grown-ups. It's
But it was so funny. Like I haven't thought of that really until they said it. But Kurt Russell's character, or Jack Burton, he is the sidekick. He's not the main lead of the movie. Danny, or the I don't know,
the Asian kid.
the Asian guy, like he is the action star. Like,
Yeah.
and he does everything perfect, and he is awesome.
Yeah.
He kicks ass, and he's gone after, like, his girlfriend gets kidnapped, and that's what they're going after to save. And like he's the main protagonist, and Kurt Russell just tags along and is stupid, but is
is
like filmed as the main lead,
yeah.
which is what makes the movie so unique in the way that it's portrayed as well.
I
Like,
never thought about that.
no,
either. Yeah,
so
but
it's
that's
just
true.
such a cool twist to it, and it just made this whole aha.
Yeah, he
moment,
just
you know?
basically steps into this world,
and he's
just,
such a
yeah.
goofball, and he, like, everything he tries, he sort of fucks up, but in the best possible way.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun, and I still need to dive into the special features a lot more, because this was like, after having finished a big tattoo, and then I sat down to watch that, and I was like sleeping half of the time, and forcing myself to stay awake. Stupid. So I saw that, and then Boondock Saints, but I think I saw that maybe even last week.
Yeah, you had seen it last week already.
So
yeah.
And I think we should talk a little bit more in depth about that movie.
At a later time.
Yes.
Yeah, because we said we were going to watch, so we'll leave it
Yes.
for later.
Yes. So with that said, like, that was a long rant about nothing that I've seen.
Yeah, but that's awesome.
What about you? Any new?
Yes, I did take some time to, because I've been digging a lot. So drawing on Discord wasn't a thing. I was
You could
like,
be digging on Discord.
yeah. So I had been like a lot of manual labor, and basically nonstop as well. Like there's no stopping. There's no like sitting enjoying a cup of coffee.
That's insane, though. Like, I don't understand how your body is able to do that. Again, another
Strong.
test to how your
Yeah,
muscles
I
have
didn't
become.
even understand. Like I was like the
Fucking
longest
machine.
time I've been digging is 11 hours straight. Like I took it was a total of like I think 13 hours in total, but I took 1 hour or something, like worked out, and like another hour for lunch and some breaks, like not at
so
the same
lazy.
time. But 11 hours of constant fucking digging. But I was exhausted, like, during the night. So I just like, okay, I'm just going to watch something and just snack on stuff. And I watched Knives Out. I rented it.
So good, right?
It was actually really, really good. And it takes a while getting used to Daniel Craig's Texas accent or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck that is.
I think New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it's so weird that
yeah.
it just like it fucks with your mind.
Yeah.
Because like when you think of him being James Bond and then being this character,
The
you're
worlds
like,
apart.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is this? And he does it well.
How fast did you figure out
who the killer
Yeah.
was? I don't know. Like I don't think I knew you like in that sense.
but suspected it?
But suspected, I don't know, like, I don't remember, like, it all is a blur, like, I don't remember in what order things happened now that I'm trying to go back and think about it, but
Fairly quickly, or
no, like, after half the movie somewhere
okay.
along there.
because that was the sad part about it, that I
Okay, you
immediately,
immediately
like
got it,
bup,
yeah.
bup, bup. Like that's how
Yeah.
it has to be that way. Sorry, but if
But
you
I
haven't
was
seen
surprised,
it,
though. I
it's-
was surprised
good.
about that first twist that happens. That surprised me a lot because I did not expect that.
Yeah,
So it is fun. Like I couldn't figure that part. Like I would not have seen that coming in that way that they presented it.
and would you ever imagine that Ryan Johnson would make a movie like this?
No,
Like he could
not
actually
after-
make
yeah.
a good movie?
But this movie doesn't have the conflict. You
No.
know, like you see that this was done.
Like this is
like with passion.
yeah, exactly. And
Where Star
I think
Wars
it
was like too much of, like, oh well, he did this and I don't like him, and
Yeah.
when that happens, like, it doesn't matter if it's me or him, like when you have that conflict, you make stupid decisions.
Yeah, I've often tried to imagine myself in his position, getting this job.
Yeah.
Like, not in a million years. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it. I would never be able to
Do
actually.
Star Wars or
Yeah, do Star Wars.
Oh, I don't think anyone can do Star Wars well now.
No.
Like, it's just too big of a expectation
Yeah.
on people's minds. So even if it is meeting, like half the people are like half the criteria of
Yeah.
what people want, 80, like the other half's gonna hate it.
Oh yeah.
So it's
And you're
basically
only
like
gonna
the
hear
U.S.
that.
elections.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have, you're gonna lose however you win.
Yeah,
Basically. It's
yeah,
just like, it
there's
doesn't
no
matter.
win.
Yeah,
There
there
is
is
no
no
win.
winning.
Yeah. But yeah, Knives Out.
Knives Out was actually enjoyable. I wouldn't say that it's like it was so praised,
But
and I don't know if I liked it that much.
it's
but
not. It doesn't feel like a unique movie. It feels like
No,
something you've
it's
seen.
just
Like
a
if you've seen Clue,
yeah, it's
then
basically that.
it's
yeah,
a modern take on Clue.
but it is enjoyable, and you like the dialogue and the stuff that happens, and
It's funny. It's got a great cast.
yeah. It
Really
has
funny
like
to
a-
see all of like Captain America in a different role, because you pretty much
Very
only
much so,
seen him
yeah.
as Captain America.
And you don't it's not about like they don't portray his buffness or anything like
No,
all that. Like
he's just a
working-
dude.
He's just a dude, a part of this family that
Yeah.
they're investigating, basically. And like I really enjoyed it. Fun to see Jamie Lee Curtis again, like doing things.
Yeah, killing it.
And also Don Johnson is there,
Mhm.
although I've heard terrible things about him.
Well,
But fuck it.
yeah. Well, that's
The movie, all in all, isn't about him. It is an awesome movie.
Yeah.
It was good. And then I also watched Hudson Hawk that you mentioned.
pow, pow, pow.
And I really enjoyed it. Like, I really, truly did enjoy it. Like, it was fun. Like,
I actually forgot to post the thing.
Oh,
on-
shit. The notes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that
Well,
there's a lot of notes, but yeah,
but yeah.
I will later today.
But it's a fun little movie. Like, I don't know. Like, I really enjoy them. Like,
It's a fun ride.
it's a fun ride.
Yeah.
And there's a charm to it being old and seeing sort of like where the Nintendo references that you
mhm.
mentioned and other stuff. And
Like
Bunny
the cappuccino.
Bubba. Yeah.
It's funny. Like it's so difficult for him to get a cappuccino. But today you just walk around the corner and there's a
Anywhere,
fucking
yeah.
you can get a cappuccino anywhere.
Yeah, and it has a lot of these like fun little tidbits, and then it also has these like weird plot holes and stuff, and the cross that you mentioned with the
Yeah.
oh man,
It's so stupid, but in the best possible
and the
way.
guy from CSI,
Danny.
the fuck is his character? Like he just goes around dressing and mimicking everyone.
It's
you know?
amazing.
Yeah,
Like it's
Such
again such a unique character.
yeah,
And
it's such a weird one. Like I was like, what the fuck? Who thought of this? Like what? Like it must have been a joke somehow, because that's what it feels like.
yeah,
And that they're all named after like
Candies,
chocolate,
yeah.
or chocolate bars or candy
Kit
bars
Kat
actually, yeah,
and,
Kit Kat and Snickers and whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
It's just it's such a goofy movie. In
Did you see it alone or with the?
no, I
kids?
just watch it alone.
Yeah.
Like we don't sync up on movies.
But I'm pretty sure the kids would, or it would be interesting to see how the kids would take this movie,
That is true.
because it is, funny in that sort of cartoonish way.
Yeah,
but
it's
still,
it's very.
but still a serious movie as well.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
this is where I think it makes it even more unique in that sense,
Mhm.
because it is very slapstick and cartoonish
yeah,
when it's funny, but then very serious when it's serious. Like,
Mhm. yeah.
yeah.
I have a movie that I want to see with my kids actually, and it's that one with Hugh Jackman where he does the boxing with the robots.
Oh yeah, I
You've
love
seen
that one.
That one with the kids, because I
really
haven't
liked
seen it myself.
Oh, you
and
haven't?
I've been meaning to, just because of the I've seen
Real
like,
Fight, was that it?
no
Or-
Real Steel.
Real Steel. Thanks.
And I'm thinking of I've been curious. Like I heard that it's okay.
It's okay.
But I just want to see it because I like the idea behind it. Like, and it could be a fun thing, especially with the kids.
and it's Hugh Jackman.
It's Hugh Jackman. Like,
he's
where can you go wrong?
exactly like he hasn't made like a bad movie. Even if the movie is shit, he's still
yeah.
amazing.
That is true.
Maybe apart from The Greatest Showman.
I thought that one was okay. Though.
Like he does a great job in it. It's just like I can't
But it's
stand
one of
musicals.
those movies.
I
Yeah.
can't stand it.
But I enjoyed it actually.
Yeah?
I'm never gonna watch it again,
No,
but I did enjoy it.
yeah, I'm happy I watched it. So
Mhm.
it's been done.
Yeah. And then I also started watching a show that's been highly recommended to me.
Mm-hmm.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen about 80 episodes. 8 episodes. 8, not 80. 8 episodes. And it is very bizarre.
Yeah.
Like,
Would you say that it's good though?
no. But there is something intriguing about it. But
Yeah.
it is super dumb. Like, the show is so over the top, stupid, but with a serious sort of they're sort of like, without spoiling it to anyone who hasn't seen it. It's on Netflix. It's about 26 episodes or something like that. I think it's the whole thing, and there's nothing more, thank God. I've seen 8 episodes, and these characters, there's 2 kids that don't get along, and the conflicts that they have are so serious, but it's all over the top. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like it's so serious for them, but as a viewer, it's all moronic, basically. Like, it feels so stupid.
Yeah.
I've only seen 8 episodes, and the story is moving up fast. Like, it starts with them being young kids, and then it just, like, keeps going, and they grow up fairly fast. You know, like
Mhm.
7 years pass in an episode.
Oh shit.
And, yeah, and it's like, the time moves very fast, and then it's just so over the fucking top.
So it's bizarre.
So it's very bizarre, yeah. And just, like, it's so bizarre. Like, it's all just weird. I don't know why people are recommending this show. Like, it's so annoyingly
Everybody has.
weird.
Everybody. Yeah. That's.
I don't know if I'm the wrong person for this.
I think it's Dragon Ball Z and JoJo. Those are the 2 shows that I get recommended most out of
Dragon
all of them.
Ball?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
man,
I haven't
can't
seen
watch
Dragon
it.
Ball.
But I've seen, like, when I was a kid, I used to watch Dragon Ball, whatever the fuck it was called.
Did you have it on
where
TV?
he was, no, Greek TV.
Yeah.
I used to binge it. Every morning there was like a marathon of episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like some special. I don't know if it was a recap or something. But it was basically when he was a kid, you know, with Master
Goku.
Goku on this little cloud.
Mm.
And like small adventures, you know.
Okay.
Before the show got super powerful and they could Hadouken a planet. Or Kamehameha.
Yeah. But yeah, because it was mostly like this turned into a thing in Australia because I think it was on normal TV in Australia as
Mhm.
well. So everybody had seen it. And when I said that I was a big fan of anime, they were like, oh, like this. And then they start doing these Dragon Ball references. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's one I
"Dude,
never-
I'm sorry. Like that and Pokemon. Like I never watched either of those shows.
Pokemon
So I-
come way too late.
Yeah, exactly.
We were
So I never got
already,
into it.
Yeah, old.
And then I started watching Dragon Ball, like the original, and I was like, oh my God, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm. No,
So
I can't either.
I stopped. And then I started with JoJo, and I was like,
This
oh, I
is-
can't do this. So now it's Baki.
I can't do Baki either. Like, I tried.
Yeah, in the
But
beginning I
mix
didn't
them
like
up,
it.
though. Like, I mix all those new ones up.
But there's 2 shows that are almost identical.
Yeah.
And one is something something with a K, and then there's Baki. But Baki, I started watching it, and then it's like,
Is
no,
Baki the one with the guy in the alley fighting?
no, that's
like in an
that's
old
the
man
other
is
one.
watching one?
that's the other one.
Okay.
And that one
'Cause-
grows on you. Like it turns into a pretty decent show as well.
Mhm. Sounds like, mhm.
Yeah.
I've
It's
lost it.
I can't sell these shows in that well because they aren't all that good, but
There's something
so
that keeps
over
you
the
wa-
top with the action that it just makes it entertaining.
Okay.
And especially with Baki, it's like the whole thing of the show is they fight until one person sort of dies.
But that's the
And
one
then
that I'm talking about.
He keeps, but the other show is the same.
The same. Oh.
And then it just keeps going and going and going and going. It's like,
Yeah.
and even when they've died 5 times, pretty much, they still keep going, and that
Reasonable.
makes it entertaining.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because you're like, what? Like, how absurd is this fight gonna be now? And yeah, so season 3 is out, and like that's also something that I watch every now and then. But I'm waiting for the English dub because I've seen the whole thing with English.
Okay, yeah.
So it feels weird seeing it in Japanese now. And I want to be able to draw while
doing that's
Yeah.
what the only reason I watch them in English.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
so
yeah,
I
same,
can do something
same.
else.
If I want to be like invested in the show,
Yeah, I'll
like
watch it in
Samurai
Japan.
Champloo
Yeah.
or whatever, always original
Yeah.
language. So
And that's my thing with anime though, that it has like sometimes it's so formulaic. Like for example, if I watch Hajime no Ippo, that's the boxing one, right?
yeah.
Like it was awesome until I
Still
noticed the pattern. Like all the fights are the same.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose for a while, or he's gonna start off strong, then he's gonna start losing, and then he wins, and it's the same every episode, no matter who he's fighting.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'll do this, and then he takes a side step, he does this, and it's just like the same thing over and over and over. And I was like, I'm done.
That's why it's hard to rewatch that show.
Yeah.
Because you know the system.
I watched a lot of episodes. I don't know how many there are.
I finished it, and then it kept going as well.
There's a second version of it,
and I
yeah,
couldn't
or
get
something.
into that one.
Yeah,
Um,
because I think our friend, the other Robert,
oh yeah,
recommended me this show.
yeah.
'Cause
He
was on the
recommended it to
second one
me.
or something, and I started from the beginning.
I think
But-
he even gave me my first episodes.
Okay, yeah, that might actually have been it for me as well.
But I really, really loved it.
No, but I loved
especially
it too with the training and the
Exactly.
beginning. But then as soon as the fights came on, like and the pattern.
Yeah.
Pattern.
I
like,
didn't.
it just
didn't
work
mind it.
for me.
I
Yeah.
thought it was still. It's a fantastic anime. It's one of my favorites.
No, but that's the thing. I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
And
What was the other one with the robot arms fighting one?
yeah, that guy with the spiky hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I watched that. That one I enjoyed a little more because it was shorter, one season or something
Exactly.
like that, and it
Condensed.
just ended.
Yeah.
I don't remember though. Like
But that was
I just
cool.
found that one by mistake.
Yeah.
just like
it was
I
on
thought he
Netflix, I
looked.
think.
Yeah, and he looked like Mugen or something like that.
Exactly. That's
So
how I
was
clicked
like,
on it too.
"Ooh,
Yes.
And then it was okay. You know, like
Yeah.
it wasn't one of the greater ones, but I
Like-
like the design of the characters and stuff.
And the fights were
the
pretty okay.
Yeah, and the robotic arm thing, that was pretty
But again,
cool.
it wasn't memorable. Like we don't remember
No, we
what the
don't
name
remember
of it is.
Shit, like I haven't thought of that show until you mentioned
there
it
you
now. But it's like they're so hard to enjoy, like animes for me nowadays.
Yeah.
There's
Me too.
there's so much nonsense in them that it just makes me angry.
Yeah. And I try
Uh,
to go back and rewatch stuff that I haven't finished,
Mm-hmm.
and like, okay, let's reboot it and just see if
Yeah,
if I can finish it now. And I've lost even more interest.
yeah.
So like, it's just made me step back from anime
Yeah.
quite a bit.
No, but it's like I watched like 7 Deadly Sins or whatever it's
Mhm.
called.
Can't get through it. I can't get through
No,
it.
I got through like the first season, just forcing myself, and maybe the 2 first seasons.
Yeah,
or something
they're
like,
okay.
but it's
but it's
just
still-
like it's the main protagonist that's like super strong, super secret character.
Leonidas or
Yeah,
what's
I
his
don't
name?
remember what his name is
Leonidas
anymore. No, I don't think that's it.
Leo. He's got a weird name.
7 Deadly Sins. That's a blonde little kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking motherfucker.
Sir Meliodas.
Meliodas.
Something like
yeah,
that.
something like
Ah,
that. Who
doesn't
cares?
matter.
And he's like this biggest perv that's, I guess, an anime thing.
Hmm.
He just grabs everyone's boobs and being like all like, it's just like
PC all the way.
it's just like it's not enjoyable.
No,
you know? Like
no.
he's
It makes you uncomfortable.
it does make you uncomfortable, and it's not that they're like pushing any norms and stuff, you know, like that. They're just wrong. Like it's
Yeah.
just, and also the rest of it isn't very good. Like I don't know, like I have such a hard time enjoying it, and it's again, like they're making choices based off of what? Like
But
I
there's
don't
no
understand.
connection to any of the characters too. Like I don't feel invested in any
No,
of those
in any
characters.
of those characters, yeah.
And he's supposed to be the big main protagonist
Yeah.
of the show, and we don't remember his name.
No, but
Who
I
the
usually
fuck is
forget
he?
most of
Like
these.
you're
but,
just not interested in his backstory.
but
sort
you
of.
don't get like the backstory's bullshit as well. You
And-
know, like when you actually get them, you're like, so there's like a lot of things that because things.
And this is where I think
Meliodas.
You
All the
have-
women are basically just stupid. Like,
yeah. I think people
when
that
they do that, I hate it.
people that recommend it haven't seen as many other shows as we might have,
Maybe
because it is the same pattern throughout.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we have a hard time getting invested in these shows,
yeah.
because we've seen it all. Like I feel like I've seen it
I
all.
haven't seen a lot like later, like the later animes at least, like
Yeah.
early
Or-
on. Yeah,
Or maybe we have grown up a bit, and
that I think is
yeah,
the
we've
truth.
become
snobs.
snobs, total snobs.
No, but for example, Samurai Champloo.
Timeless.
They're gonna go from A to B, okay?
Yeah.
In between that, like
Shit
like,
happens.
shit happens, yeah. But they keep moving on towards a thing.
Mhm.
Even Trigun, that is the biggest fucking bullshit story ever, is funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still is though. I haven't seen it.
It's
in
still-
over,
It's a hard show to watch because it's very like there's a lot of questions.
yeah, that is true.
But
Plot holes.
plot holes
galore,
and-
yeah.
and I would definitely love to go back and rewatch it just to see.
Mhm.
But let's go Cowboy Bebop, for
But
example.
Cowboy Bebop is
Holy fuck. It's like the anime.
Yeah.
It's flawless to me.
for me. Samurai Champloo is the flawless one. I enjoyed Cowboy Bebop as well, but I don't remember the plot of it so much. Like I remember things happened. He got a bit melancholic, and then he just moves on.
But it's
And then the
like,
space bike
every
character
episode
things,
is
yeah.
its own movie, just like
Yeah.
Champloo. But again, with this,
With his underlying sort of story.
Yeah.
line, yeah.
you still want to see them make it.
Yeah,
know,
you
in
care
some-
about them.
Exactly,
You're invested
you get
in the
invested.
characters. Yeah.
And in both those shows, within the first episode, you get invested.
Yeah.
You get very interested. You want to know, what is Mugen all about?
Yeah.
Why is he like this? What's his backstory?
Mm.
Who is Jin? What did he do before he became this Ronin? And like, there's so many questions.
Yeah.
And just
you
all
want to
within
know,
the
yeah.
first sort of 15 minutes of the show. Whereas, Deadly Sins, it's just another dude. And he
Yeah.
grabs boobs. And then what's the
he's
point?
Like, yeah, he saves her, but he's a perv, and you're
yeah.
just like, what am I supposed to like about this? Like,
Yeah.
what is it that?
Actually, I only saw the first season. And I kind of liked it towards the end because it got a little bit more
No,
emotional.
but it's not all bad.
No,
it's
no,
just
because I
hard
still
to wa-
watched
Yeah,
watched it,
I
but
just-
then the next season started and they were going off for a new adventure, and it was just like, okay,
I
so
don't
they're
even
just
remember
gonna
how it ended.
they're just
Like,
gonna
that's-
repeat
That's
season one.
something I don't like as well. Like it's basically the same thing, a little worse.
Hajime no Ippo, but a full season.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
do you remember any other animes that you can sort of think of that were like, wow, like I love this? I remember liking like Chobits or whatever the fuck it was called, Chobits. That was basically a guy getting like they buy these like android dolls, and they're companions of some sort.
I don't think.
But
I've
then
seen that
she
one.
sort of like he falls in love with it, and then
Oh.
I don't remember if he like starts like he's seeing or like she's showing signs of humanity or something,
Mhm.
and something happens. I don't remember shit. I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember if it's a good anime.
No.
Like it's been so many years. And if you guys have any anime that you think is not stupid plot wise, or like is stupid plot wise, but
But
works, yeah, because everyone's been recommending JoJo's Bizarre Thingy,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really know like if I would recommend it to anyone.
Street Fighter 2 V. Yeah, baby. There you go.
I don't know if that show is that good.
No, I'm pretty sure it's horrible today.
It's horrible, yeah.
But
we love
talk about
Street Fighter,
invested.
yeah. On VHS.
Yes.
Know that.
No fucking doubt.
Oh,
Like 400
Jesus.
crowns per
Yeah,
VHS
per
or something.
fucking tape. Yeah, Jesus
Insane.
Christ.
Insane.
You just had to love it back then.
Yeah. And
Like,
it was insane. It was it was so random too. Like, why would they go there and do this? Like, they have their goal.
But I still enjoy the actual anime movies.
Yes.
Like, I watched Alpha not so long ago. Not so long ago, it's probably like 3 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I have it on DVD.
And I did enjoy it. It's not as good as I remember it, but it was really good for the time.
Yeah. And it was very unique too. Like, it felt very weird.
Yeah, and the style is a bit different as well. Like, I like the art style in Alpha.
It's a little bit polished in a way.
Or like cleaned up. Like, where when you look at Street Fighter 2,
the animated movie.
Yeah, that one is a bit rougher and a bit
more traditional, old school anime.
Yeah. But damn, it's well animated though.
Yeah. That really raised the bar in terms of animation, I think. Like, after that came out, there was, like, if you had a fight scene in an anime movie, you would have had to compare it to that movie.
One.
It was just like the staple. Still is, like, with a lot of the fight scenes, just animation style. So good.
But yeah, I would love to hear if you guys have anything else that is awesome that one should check out.
Yes.
But I haven't personally found anything except that one, the the Jaeger. I kind of enjoyed it, although the plot was bullshit.
And I also really liked, what was the other one called that we started watching?
Sirius the Jaeger was the one we've mentioned before.
Yeah, that was cool. And the drill one.
Oh, Toppen Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
I never finished it. Like, I saw a lot of it.
Holy shit!
But I didn't. Like, I couldn't watch it again. Like, when I tried wrapping it up, I just couldn't.
That had me invested throughout the whole thing.
But yeah, when I watched it with you, I was like, yes, let's do it.
And it was.
But then I tried watching it by myself, and I just couldn't.
But again, it was like, it was perfect when we saw it, and then I think going back and trying to rewatch it again
might not be as much.
No, it's not gonna live up to that.
Shit! Now that we said that one, I thought of another one that we.
Because we have seen a lot of shit. So
that's why I just can't remember.
I keep trying to remember, like, what was the really, really good ones that we got sucked into, you know?
Yeah, I can't think of them. Damn it, I had one show in my head now. I just lost it.
Sorry.
No, it's not you. It's my brain. Tired brain. But it was just like, I think it had the same problem. I just can't invest in it, you know, like.
Yeah. But Sirius the Jaeger was actually surprisingly good to be a Netflix anime.
Yeah, and it's well animated. That's
exactly.
With the blue eye and the fighting where he kicks the things and bounces and spinning stick. It was just awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Killer the Beginning.
Yeah. That was dope.
Awesome.
Too, right?
That is, I think, one of the awesomest ones.
Sort of what I think we both watched both of them simultaneously.
Because when I finished
the
Killer Be the Beginning, I just jumped.
Sirius.
Like I was recommended.
That's right.
Sirius the Jaeger.
Yeah, you recommended Sirius to me. I think I recommended B to you.
Yeah, you talked about it on the podcast, and I watched it, and then I found Sirius the Jaeger.
Yeah.
So I went back, and then I said you should watch this.
There you go.
And it just sold it, like, first episode.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Like,
very,
both of them.
very dark and very unique stories.
And I really like the story in
B the beginning.
Like, I like that idea of, like, the whole thing.
Yeah. So those are definitely two that you could check out on Netflix right now if you're bored and want to start checking out some anime.
And for example, like, the one I recommended you to watch, Akamen ga Kill, or whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah.
That one, it starts off super dark, and then basically nothing happens, and it ends, and I was super annoyed by the end.
But I still liked it.
No, I like the Game of Thrones approach to it, but that's it.
Nobody's safe.
Yeah, and I like some of the characters, but again, there's just nothing, no character development, in my opinion.
Because I've forgotten about it already.
Yeah. Also, the one that you recommended me, what was that? The fighting one, where they go to the school because.
Ooh, that one, dude! Oh, that's so good.
No, I don't like it. Like, it pissed me off. That's why I stopped watching.
Oh shit! It's got
fourth
such a
season, right?
No, It's just one season.
No, I'm talking about the one with the 4 seasons. I'm not talking about Tenju Tenge or whatever.
Oh,
the fuck.
yeah. That's the one that I thought of.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because
no,
that's
Not
awesome.
the one.
I
That's
love
not
that.
The one. I don't remember if it's awesome
4
now. but-
seasons. Which one is that?
The one with the kid with the weird fucking suit. They go to the school. Everyone has, like the kid with the grenade hands.
Oh yeah.
Academia.
My Hero Academia.
Hero Academia that everyone
man.
loves.
But
It's just like if you could just toss out like 2 seasons out of and just condense the story
yeah.
and just have him like learn things at a normal pace and
Apparently, like in the end of season 3, it becomes amazing.
I've seen season 3.
Have you
all
seen
of
the
it.
whole?
Yeah, I'm on season 4, man. The last one,
Oh damn.
or like the last one for now.
Or is it season 4 that I mean? Maybe season.
Probably
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that one
That was
just
the
came out when I started watching.
Exactly. So
while I was watching it,
apparently at the end of season 4, it becomes really fucking awesome. But it
Yeah.
really drags along
it drags
in the beginning.
a lot, but it drags for 3 seasons. That's the problem.
No, I love the first 2 seasons. I really no, actually the 3 first seasons.
No, he's
I was
just-
again
'cause I think he
super
doesn't-
invested back
He
then.
doesn't learn anything for the first 2 seasons.
But that's
and
not true, because he does. But he does suffer a lot
It's-
from it, though.
Yeah, it's just like it was too slow for me.
But
like,
you're
in that
always
sense.
picky when it comes to fighting and stuff. As
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So
but
I know it's always a
just-
hard sell.
Yeah,
But no, I was just so invested with the character and like
I like the story.
the
like
amount
the
of
basic
pressure
story,
that
yeah.
comes with him getting like passed on
Mm-hmm.
this amazing power, and then because he's kind of old and not trained, he has
Mm-hmm.
no idea how to fucking prepare himself and his body to
Mhm.
withstand this. And it's a unique is the word here, unique story that I really find gripping. But started watching season 4 and just immediately felt what we're talking about
Yeah.
now. Like, what the fuck
But
happened?
I feel it on and off like too much
Yeah.
during the show because I really like the premise and the beginning, how sort of he can't do shit. He just has this dream, and then
It's so
opportunity
sad.
happens.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
But then he gets this, like he works hard, and the payout is garbage. He does I like that how he sacrifices his body, but then they just do it for too long again. Like it drags on for until season 3.
But that, I mean,
And-
again, he's always had that safety net of being healed, but then they're
Yeah.
like, well, you can't be healed anymore now.
And
Like,
that
if
one
you
I
do
like.
this
Yeah,
now,
this is the last time we can heal
Exactly.
you, and
like,
eventually
you
your
need
body-
to
yeah.
fucking learn how to use this
Yeah.
because
And
that elevates it again, and it needs
Aga-
to.
Yeah, but I
deal
feel
with it.
that could have come earlier again.
Yes,
like
of
just,
course.
just because it feels like they're trying to drag it out. That's something I don't feel with Samurai Champloo and the shows, like using that as a reference.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it'd be the beginning as well.
Yeah. There's no fillers.
There's no fillers.
No.
You're just trying to make an awesome show.
And it's
and then-
like, oh, it's only going to be 13 episodes?
Yeah,
Then
exactly.
it's
or
13
whatever.
episodes.
Then it's 13
yeah,
episodes.
it's not 13 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
No, I get it.
you have a story for a season, basically.
Yeah. No,
And
I
that's-
definitely get it.
And I just can't. Naruto was the biggest fucking drag of all.
And
I
that's
just
where it all started.
can't.
Like,
yeah.
for me, at least, that's where I really got into anime. And I was so invested
That's
in
not true though. We started.
yeah, we started with
watching
the movies.
early though.
Akira,
Yeah, Akira,
Street Fighter, Ghost in the Shell, all of those.
Crying Freeman.
Oh,
Made
that was
Kids
the
Cry.
first.
Yeah, that was the first
Shit.
one you bought. That.
That was like 6.
But I had seen Totoro on Swedish television super early on.
That's right. Naruto came when I was like 12, 13.
Yeah, that came later. Yeah, yeah, those came way later.
That's right. So fuck,
I remember,
we've
like
been watching
even before
anime.
that one. No, but even
So
before Naruto
Naruto.
came along, we had Rurouni Kenshin. We had a lot of shows
That's
that
right.
came way before that.
But I didn't get into that one either. Like I
I
love the
finished
movies.
that one, but it's garbage.
Yeah, yeah. I love the movies.
The movie,
Trust
the OVA.
and,
Yeah,
Betrayal or whatever it was.
but those were
Oh.
like different. They
Yeah.
weren't like funny, quirky.
No.
They
Those
just
were serious fucking
dark.
movies.
Yeah,
And so brutal and
I think
good.
there were like 3 of them or 4 of them.
I think 3.
3, right?
But
They were called like OVA.
yeah.
I don't remember
They
what the
did
OVA
the
stood
first
for.
2 were sort of back to back,
Yeah.
and then they made a third one that was pretty bad.
It's so dark though. Like when
Yeah.
he fights the guy with the chain and the thing. Oh,
So good.
I think they were good. Like I don't remember specifically. I haven't seen those.
In my head, they were like on par with Alpha, Street Fighter Alpha.
Maybe I don't remember. That's the thing. Like I haven't seen them. I saw the Vampire Hunter D, and that one is epic.
Bloodlust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Bloodlust because
the first one isn't.
oh, the
good.
purple one.
Yeah.
No,
No.
that one doesn't count.
No.
That was a great concept for the second one. But the voice acting in English is rubbish. It's
great.
so bad. You want to cry blood. And
Still talking Bloodlust now?
yes.
Yeah.
So watch it in Japanese.
But the animation just speaks for itself, so
Wow.
doesn't matter what
Yeah.
fucking language
It
you
is
watch it
fucking
in.
awesome.
It's
When he
so
fights
good.
that like jester
Ninja
type
Scroll.
of guy. Oh, dude, Ninja Scroll I watched, and there is basically no fighting at all. It's just fast cuts.
Yeah, and just still images
Yeah.
with like
Yeah, exactly. And then there's like these like shines that fly ching ching ching.
yeah, exactly.
So there's no one actually fighting, and I just like I can't watch this.
No.
And then there's
But I
like
still
these
loved it.
awkward sex scenes, you know, with
Yeah.
the girl with the brown teeth, and you just like no, it's Shadow, I know, but I just like you failed.
yeah.
You failed, sir. Sir, you failed.
But it's just like I spit them out as soon as they pop into my head. Like,
yeah,
but when we talk, if we're talking movies, that's a whole different
yeah,
story.
of course.
story.
They had a bigger budget for a shorter like.
And yeah, and that's why I think like in my head it wasn't anime.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really awesome, good movies that
Yeah,
we were watching.
cartoons. Yeah,
Exactly, just like
cartoon
Disney
animated
or
ones, yeah.
you know DreamWorks.
That's why I
movies.
love like Paprika, which is fucking
Exactly.
bananas
Yeah,
story-wise. But then you know when everything flips out in the end, you're just like, Yes,
but it's such an amazing
Yeah,
movie.
it is
And,
awesome.
again, the fact that they were pushing these movies so far but so early on, like
Yeah.
I love that. I love that about the whole anime scene.
Mm-hmm.
That they dared to do whatever the fuck they wanted, and like if nobody gets it, then they don't get it. Like it
Mhm.
doesn't matter. I want to do it this way, and it's gonna be
and
this
it's
way.
gonna be this way, and they were good.
Yeah,
Like they just like it feels like a studio didn't come in and try to like do their thing.
exactly.
Like no, it needs to be for this audience,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
also for kids, but also for so it's a movie for everyone.
Yeah.
So it sucks.
Exactly.
So I too enjoy those movies. Like I wonder, I know that Paprika was on Netflix years ago. I don't know.
was
if it's
it?
Still, yeah, I don't think it's still.
I don't think. No, that's right. Because I remember saving it to my list.
Yeah,
never
and then when I
saw
was
it.
gonna watch
Yeah.
it, it was gone.
The same with everything
Yeah,
that I put on my
everything.
list.
Same. Because
I never
like,
even scroll my list.
My problem
seriously.
with Netflix is how hard it is to find movies you want to watch,
Yeah.
but they do have tons of them.
Yes.
Like I love when I go in and I write like 80s or like, you know, something like that, and it has like categorized options for those movies.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, so no, they do have it.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I wrote like 80s classics or something. It just pops like movies out, like just like you know, like
It feels like you only would get Ferris Bueller's Day
yeah,
Off
but that's one
and-
that pops up, and then just some other ones, you
The
know, and then you
Breakfast
start
Club.
clicking through those, and you get other options.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should try that.
Yeah, I do that. Like I just like where you write like superheroes, and then you
Mhm.
get like movies. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's super fun.
Because I do that, but I write a title,
Okay,
and
no,
then
you click
normally
through the
they don't
movies,
have
yeah.
the title, but they have related ones.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I didn't
Okay,
actually
yeah.
realize you could do that.
Yeah, you can write like
Yay.
nonsense basically.
I learned something.
So I really like that, and then I try to do it, you know, when searching on Viaplay or you know HBO, and
No.
no
Okay.
mas.
No mas.
So I don't know. Like if you guys like, I would love to hear some animes that are solid.
Yes.
Because I started like now that we've had sort of the Corona thing hit us, and I realized just before that I've only been watching superhero movies. I've gone like okay, I haven't watched movies in over a month, except like this weekend. But I'm trying to watch some other movies, you know, that are maybe not as famous or not as superhero-y.
I want to see the Goonies again.
I've seen The Goonies. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's still enjoyable. Like it has.
It's like
something.
my whole childhood. I know
Mhm.
it's good, but I haven't seen it in like 20 years. So
No, it is funny. Like it is like they're not sympathetic kids, but like that's
Which
most
kids?
of the
Yeah. Which kids are? No fucking kids are sympathetic. Monsters.
little monsters. But it is fun. It's a fun trip. Like my kids enjoy it. But yeah, that's what I've seen. So I'm gonna go back and finish JoJo's like until next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna give it a shot also. So
I still
maybe I
hate
can
it though. Like
give
it's so
give
dumb.
my 2 cents. But
I
we'll
want to see where they take it because everyone's recommending it.
yeah, exactly.
And it is like when I say that I like it's not all bad, but it is so stupid like in the way that they choose to tell this story that I'm intrigued. Like I got to give it that. Like I'll keep watching.
Yeah.
For a while longer. Just see where it goes. But it is dumb as fuck. And everyone is speaking like a moron.
Fantastic.
Like, I don't know. So yeah, it's
So
totally worth watching.
We should love it then.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Wrap it up.
yeah, let's go home and watch JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought we were gonna do some more, but no.
No.
Hard pass.
Fuck,
This
man.
is a short episode.
Why are we talking so much?
Why?
All right.
So let's wrap this little bastard. But Thomas wanted more retro.
Oh, he did.
Yes, he even made a submission for our content.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
So
Yeah.
only 2 hours and 46 minutes of nothing. Hooray.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fantastic.
And the room got really dark as well.
Yeah. Hope everybody had a good time, and I'm gonna go and jump out of my balcony right now. Have a great week, everybody. Remember to think a little bit extra about the contest, and fucking rock that
Get
shit.
your submissions in and win some cool shit.
Yes, we are adding a little, some more tidbits throughout. So
Yeah.
hopefully there'll be some stuff that you didn't know you were gonna get that you will be getting. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Who fucking
Big
knows?
maybe.
Yeah.
I would say for now.
Yeah. For now, big maybe. But yeah. But that said, from us to you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.